day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy special guest Wednesday. Happy to have you guys on. Waiting on DCORC and TD to join us. Hope everybody had a great day. It's a great day to be a type. There you go, DCORC. What's up, big dog? I know you've been working, man. I know you've been doing all these interviews, dropping all these exclusives, and there go D Diesel. What's up, bro?
Yo. Good evening. How you doing?
Man, we here, man. We here. What's up, Gina? What's up, there go my girl. What's happening, babe? What's up with you, man? Brother Jerome. Travis, how you doing, big dog? Hopefully everybody doing well, man. How y'all feeling, man? It's hump day, man. Happy hump day. Look at Benjamin. Right on task. Happy hump day.
Well, I didn't look to me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get over the hump tonight with AD. I think he's gonna get us over this hump.
Hey man, I'm excited. For those who don't know, we have our special guest tonight. It's going to be none other than the best AD in the game. We always excited. AD made a commitment to us a few months ago, saying that he'll be on periodically, once a month, or whenever the schedule aligns, we'll come and give what we call, what do you call it? The state of the Tigers.
State of the Tigers.
State of the Tigers. Hey man, Hey, Corey been cooking, TD. He been like a great chef in the kitchen, man. We'll start there, man. We'll bring AD up in about another 5 to 10 minutes, but I just got a couple of quick preliminaries, not too long, but I'm gonna do this for DCORC. Hey man, you over there with the basketball Lady Tigers? You know they whooping feet right now in the conference, man. Second in the conference, and started off with the 3-point specialist, Miss Diaka Barrett. The sniper. And then, of course, Leon Massonet, just a heck of a talent that Coach Margaret Richards and her staff brought in. And then you finished up with the star. Can we say SWAC Player of the Year, loading? Miss Deal. Huh?
Potentially.
So I'll let you start us off, man. Talk to us real quick about these few interviews, and then we'll bring AD on up here in just about another 5 minutes, man. But man, what's some great content, man. Good job.
I appreciate it, man. The first thing that stood out before we got to the basketball part, these are 3 outstanding young ladies. Like I like to hear their story, just kind of find out where they came from and their background and things like that. Academics stood out with all 3 of these ladies. Right, so that's first and foremost. So we have some quality student athletes, and then on the court, they're all moving up a level, or some of them 2 levels, and they're excelling on the D1 level. So impressive ladies, and I just wish we had them all back. That's the only downside about it.
One and done, seniors, huh?
Yeah, one and done. So we got to enjoy them while we can. But it was a pleasure sitting down with all 3.
Yeah, you get a chance to catch all of them?
I didn't catch all of them. I definitely caught the one with is it Bassinet,
yep.
Bassinet, Nana. Just call her Nana.
Yeah, man, look, very intelligent young lady. I enjoyed hearing her speak, her story. She knows what she wants. She knows what she want to do, and she knows where she's headed.
Yeah.
And I definitely enjoyed her interview. She was very precise and to the point of what she had to say. She's a leader, man. Mm-hmm. I love you. So great job, Corey. Great job. As usual.
Appreciate it, TD. That means a lot coming from you, brother.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Been a loyal supporter of Tiger Talk TV.
Yeah.
And I always stay on top of the interviews, man. Just great stuff, man. I think, TD3, man. Another TD, man. Another TD.
Hey, Corey said, what's up with all the initials?
TD, AD, DB.
Hey, it's good.
Kudos to the staff, though, because I know Coach Richards got a late start. So for them to go in and at this point, you hate to say it, but they had to take what they could get, right? Because there's not much, there wasn't much out there. But she knew exactly what she wanted, her and her staff, and they went out and they were intentional about who they wanted to bring into the program. I know there was a lot of talk and nervousness surrounding the size of this team, because we're used to two bigs, right? 2-3 bigs, right? 6'4", 6'5", 6'6".
That definitely was my question, Corey.
Yeah, they get after it defensively. Not a lot of size, but that energy, hustle, effort, and and as I told them all, they've won this fan base over. You can just see it in the AAC at the home game. They have absolutely won this fan base over.
I'll make a quick note to add to that. The 2025 HBCU All-Star game, which is Sunday, it's going to be in San Antonio, April 6th. Obviously, Talia Dilworth was the player of the week for them, as well as our Lady Tigers were the team of the week. Like I said, again, shout out to Coach Margaret Richards, who's done a fantastic job, man. Coach, we'll talk to AD when he comes up. I mean, they call him the
Coach
Whisperer.
He did it again.
He put it off again, man. But listen, we won't get into too many preliminaries. We do have a few. I do want to shout out Deshaun, obviously being the newcomer of the week, along with Talia Dilworth. Since we are in the peak of basketball season, Sean had his coming out party, man. A few other nights. Was it Saturday evening? Got 37 against Bethune-Cookman, but was the newcomer of the week and Talia Dilworth, the impact player of the week. So kudos to them. Shout out to Coach Mo and his staff, man. I know we took an L against FAMU. We're going to turn it around as always, man, and we'll be back ready to rock and roll in our next one. What's up, D? What's up, Coach? JTV's in the building. What's up, baby?
What's up, JTV?
Hey, but what I want to do is let's set this thing up real quick, man. If you guys don't mind, let's talk a little bit about AD as we get ready to bring him up. Man, what a hell of a resume! Best in the business, best in the game, and do a little reading real quick because I took a look at this. And I was like, damn, man, TD, you got a resume, Corey, you got a resume, but goodness gracious alive. Look at this, man.
You can stop right there for me.
They always told me coming up, you put your resume, it needs to be on one page. But if you got that many accolades, you got to, hey, man, you got to go through pages, man.
Let me say this real quick. Now, in his 7th year at Jackson State University, he's the vice president, director of athletics, Ashley Robinson. He continues to lead Tiger Athletics to new heights. His motto, obviously, Jackson State Athletics is building on tradition, blazing new trails. Has done just that and more in leading the way in the elevation of Tigers Athletics. A 4-time National Athletic Directors of the Year, 2024 Legends AD of the Year, 2024 Light On Sports. Shout out to Jonathan Dobbins over Light On Sports. HBCU AD of the Year, 2023 Black Student Athlete Summit AD of the Year, which I had a chance to catch that over at USC here in LA. 2022 Cushman and Wakefield AD of the Year awarded by the National Association of Collegiate Directors of Athletics. That's the NACDA. Robinson leadership helped JSU Athletics win the C.D. Henry Award for the best all-around men's sports program in the SWAC in 22 through 23. In May of 24, fellas, he was a recipient of the Roscoe Nash Lifetime Achievement Award by the SWAC Alumni Association. That's amazing, man. And he was also named the 2024 Young Gifted and Empowered Leader of the Year at the Young Gifted and Empowered Award Show in April. And something that just took place, Corey. We keep working hard, TD and Corey. We might get recognized for the podcast of the year, but 50 under 50 recipient. That was just something that just rolled out this past Saturday. He was recognized as one of Mississippi's top urban elite professionals in January. Like I said, just this past weekend, and a host of other things. I mean, we just became, man, we won a SWAC winning his 3rd SWAC championship in 4 years. Just won the HBCU National Championship, Celebration Bowl. And one of the things I definitely want to touch on, we'll stop with the grade point averages because I don't want to skip that. I do want to highlight that real quick. But in December, captured the 2024 National HBCU Championship under head coach T.C. Taylor. Also finished second in regular season in the volleyball tournament. Obviously, we know Coach Rose Washington retired with having 34 student athletes receiving weekly awards from the conference, 94 honored with all conference and all-American honors. The department also graduated 20 student athletes in the fall of 2024, with the department finishing with a 3.233 termed grade point average. The department had 8 teams finish with a 3.0 or higher GPA, 10 teams with a 3.0 or higher cumulative GPA, and 201 student athletes with a 3.0 or higher. 34 student athletes finished with a 4.0. Y'all want to say something before we bring AD up? I'm breathing, man. I'm breathing. Hey, without further ado, though, man, we will go ahead and bring up the man of the hour, man. The best in the business, man. There he is. AD Robinson. What's up, baby? How you doing, man?
Doing well. How you doing?
Hey, man, look, man, I'm gonna need to run some laps, man, to read it. I can't read all that resume, man. How you doing, Doc?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I'm a Tiger. Anytime you're a Tiger, man, you got to be doing good,
man. Yes, indeed, man. Fellas, go ahead. Y'all can jump on in here whenever you're ready. We'll open it up in just a second. But we're happy to have you on, AD, as always. Appreciate you for coming back. You made a commitment to us, and we're thankful that you fulfill that commitment to the platform and to Tiger Nation and the fans and supporters.
Yeah, I would like to start by say again, good evening to you, AD Robinson. As Ken reading off your resume, you know, I got to thinking about, you know, the metro area and how proud we are to be led by men of your caliber, to come from these same streets, that know these times. And you can be an encouraging person, light for some of these kids that are doing it now, to let them know that you can make it from these very same streets. Yep. You know, not to mention when you got the HBCU national championship coach coming from right down the street along with the GM, all of them, you know, definitely with Coach O right here in these streets of Jackson. So, man, reading your resume, seeing you doing what you are doing at DI Love, man, it's touching. It's a blessing to my heart. And I must say, I never knew that much about you. I always just heard of you and watched you in the distance. But now getting to know you, man, it just made me very proud, you know, to be a Tiger and, you know, saying from being from the metro area as well. So welcome to the platform, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. It's always good to be a part of this platform, man. I appreciate what you all do, man. Hey, but I'm excited, man. Hey, I'm a Tiger. Hey, national champs. Hey, I'm gonna say this, man. There's only one national champion in the state of Mississippi. You know, it don't matter what level you on, there's only one national champion, man. And I'm very excited. You know, Jackson State University, we are the standard of the leadership of Dr. Marcus Thomas, which has done a phenomenal job supporting athletics, supporting Jackson State University, and taking us to another level, man. And that's what it's all about. But I got something to say to you. We're not done yet, man. We're not done. We got a lot of work to do. We've done some great things, but hey, we got a lot of work to do. And I'm very excited about where we're going. I'm very excited about the direction of Jackson State University. And it's not about athletics for me. It's about Jackson State University. And that's what it's all about. You know, what we do here. I grew up here. I've been a part of here. Grew up right on West Street, right down the street from the stadium. So I'm very excited, man. Hey, let's go. Let's get it done. Hey, we got some exciting things coming out this week, man. So I'm excited, man. Thanks for having me on. Hey, but like I always say, let's go Tigers and let's do it, man. Let's do it. I love the energy. I love the excitement. Hey, I love it, man. Let's go. Jackson State University. T.C. Taylor, baby.
D. Corsi, come on in this thing, man.
Hey, what's up, AD?
What's up, Corey C?
I'm glad to have you on the show. The Corey. There you go. There you go. No, man, we're glad to have you. I know you came on the show towards the end of the season, one of the pregame shows, and you kind of committed to coming on consistently. So just your availability, that, you know, how available you make yourselves to us and the fan base, I think that's outstanding. A lot of colleges, a lot of universities don't have the luxury of having that access and that transparency. So we always talk about your open book. You always say, hey, if you have any questions, email me. Don't put it out there online. Like, talk to me. If you see me on, you know, at a game, where you feel free to come up to me and express your concerns. Don't put it out there. We can handle it in the house. So I appreciate the transparency that you always have.
Right. I appreciate that, Corsi.
Hey, as you stated, a lot to get into, a lot to talk about, a lot happening this week. But before we even get into all of that, AD, I just want to get your thoughts on the event. You got a chance to go over, man, saw the cool photos, man, of you and the family, man. You had the tuxes on. I was like, man, I told you, I didn't know. Had I known I would have been in town, I would at least bought a ticket, man, But shout out to the young lady and her team over there, the 50 under 50 recognition. And just kind of want to give you a second to speak to that. And then we'll get into some stuff.
Great event, man. The 50 under 50, the state of Mississippi, city of Jackson. It's exciting times, man. Recognize the 50 great individuals in the state of Mississippi doing some exciting things in the city of Jackson, in the state of Mississippi. That's what it's all about, man. That's one of my dreams, to be able to go get the experience and bring it back to Jackson. And I was able to be honored. I was very excited. I had my mom and dad, my godfather, godmother there with me, my brother there with me, man. My kids was there watching me, and they wasn't there. But my girls, man, when you hear her say "Goes Tigers," just chills come down to your back. So, man, it's exciting, man, to be a part of this. Be excited to be a part of the city of Jackson. Be excited to give back, to the city that you grew up in, man. Growing up in Jackson, man, this is what it's all about. It was a dream to be a part of Jackson State University, and God saw it being the time to be there. And this is the time, man. This is the time. It's time to make a change. It's time to show people who we are. I tell people all the time, we can do this at Jackson State University, and we can do it. And we're going to show people, man, I'm here because I want to be here. I'm here because, the calling of God. I'm here because I want to show people it can be done at Jackson State University. And we still got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of exciting things to do. But like I always tell you, Ken, man, the job is not done yet. We still got a lot of work to do, man. And I'm excited. We got a lot of things to put in place, a lot of things to put forward. And when you talk about the history of Jackson State, I tell people this all the time, and I always want to iterate this. We ain't just started doing this. We've been doing it a long time. That's why my theme is building on tradition and blazing new trails. It's not about Ashley Robinson. It's about Jackson State University. It's about my coaches. It's about my student athletes. I have a phenomenal staff, man. When you got an administration that understands that it's about your coaches, it's about your student athletes, and they do a job day to day. We work 7 days a week to make sure that we take this department to another level. And that's what it's all about. We're a student first based institution. We're going to make sure our students are first. We're not perfect, but we're going to do our best to make sure we take care of our students and take care of our coaches and do the things we need to do, put things in place to make sure Jackson State is on a national level.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Great stuff. I'm gonna go to TD first. We'll jump right into some questions, and I know we got a lot that we want to touch on. A lot happening this week with season tickets going on sale at the end of the week. Those season ticket holders, we'll get our emails in on Friday, but officially everything will break the airwaves on Saturday, and then we'll be excited to break down the schedule. But TD, I'll go to you first, and we'll roll from there.
Again, AD, I'll be remiss because it's in my heart to do this. So I'll be remiss if I didn't give acknowledge to Brother Elvis McGee. I know he was a personal friend of yours, an employee. We got a chance to meet him all around. Great guy. So I want to start out by acknowledging him and giving you a chance to speak on and tell Tiger Nation, what he meant to you.
I mean, a great guy, man. You talking about someone that loved Jackson State University. Family loved Jackson State University, bleed the blue and blue. And I mean, when I tell you, he done a really, really good job of making sure that Jackson State athletics and Jackson State University was taken care of, man. I mean, that was something dear close to my heart. He made sure that, we was taken care of. He made sure I was taken care of personally, made sure our coaches was taken care of, our student athletes, our department. I mean, that was a shock. That was a big shock to me, close to my family. And I remember, in 2018, when I got here, man, we was going to the football games in a minivan. We was traveling, man, and I'm gonna miss him dearly, man. And rest in peace, Elvis McGee. When I turn my truck on, man, his name comes up because he was logged in my truck, and I don't think I'm gonna ever take that out. Wow. I see that every morning, man, every morning, and when I see that, man, it makes me work even harder because I know what his mission was. I know what he thought about Jackson State. He loved Jackson State, man, and that was something that, that was dear close to our heart, man. And he done a really, really good job. He made sure we was protected, made sure we was good. And a lot of people don't understand how important it is, man, to have somebody that really takes, the pride in what he's doing and really love Jackson State University, man. So rest in peace, Elvis McGee, man, a great guy, 40 years old, man. But hey, man, I can't say enough about him, man. He loved Jackson State, man, loved it to death. And he's going to be truly, truly missed, man. So shout outs to him and his family. Shout outs to his lovely wife. Shout out to his kids. Hey, man, we're going to always be a part of the McGee family. And like I told his wife, whatever she needs, we will always be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, everyone who knew him had nothing but great things to say about him. Not a man of many words unless you really got to know him, but he was always, kind, obviously on top of his job when it came to you. I know he, made you feel secure and with what he was doing. So I can only imagine how you feel in terms of, missing him. So definitely condolences to his family.
Yeah, we got to really build a better relationship with us being around AD on the sidelines. But it wasn't even just that. It was like he who I would talk to. I'm not, a lot of people think because we on this show that we like social butterflies. But a lot of times when we get in those spaces, just kind of fade to the back and just kind of be chilling. And he was a man that didn't really say a whole lot. He was a man of a few words. But, when he got comfortable with you, he opened up and we would talk, man. And when you had the event, the appreciation event over at M-Bar, man, we was just chilling. We was talking and talking a lot, man. And then every time I see him, I always gave a big bro hug and dap, and we'd sit there and talk a little football, man. So it was a shock. Again, we our heart and thoughts and prayers go out to his family. And I appreciate you, TD, for actually starting there. And we'll just want to pay our respect, man. I know he just got laid to rest this past weekend, and hopefully the family can have some closure and some healing towards. You don't ever get over it. You just kind of got to learn to live with it. So, and I appreciate at the basketball game for the moment of silence as well. So great stuff.
Right. And I know when I first met him, I mean, he's a man of a few words, and he made you respect him by the way he carried himself. I mean, he was there for service. He was there for security. He had the weapon, but he didn't carry himself like that. And then, when you're dealing with a quiet person, that's body, and I watched him because he always, I want people watching too, Brother AD, whether you know it or not.
Right.
He always watched you. He always didn't let you get too far away.
Yeah.
I always know when the ball was on their side. If he in mid sentence, he's gone. I was like, well, I get it when he come back. But I definitely had, like Ken said, as we was on the sideline, more got to know him a little more. He started talking to us a little bit about, plays and stuff like that. And I had grown fond of him, but I had a lot of respect for him for the way he carried himself. And I just wanted to start by acknowledging him. And, I knew he was a friend of yours, close to being a family member. So want to give him his flowers.
All right.
It is. Well, let's get into some things, AD. I know, like I said, it's a very busy week for you. Man, season tickets are about to go on sale. Everybody's bugging us, man. You got the schedule? The schedule is going to be out this weekend. But one thing I did want to touch on, I was just kind of doing a lot of research as we was preparing. JSU is going to have a Ticket Central site, where all the information to be found on that site. Let's talk real quickly about the Ticket Central site and just kind of letting the fans know what that site is going to be used for. It'll be on the Go JSU Tigers page. There is a tab that says tickets. So when you hit the drop down box on the website, now you're going to be able to go to this particular portion of the page. It's called the Ticket Central site. So just kind of want to give you a second to touch on that, and then we'll expand into some other things and see how much you want to get into.
Yeah, one of the biggest initiatives that President Thompson came in was customer care and customer service. And then, we heard a lot from last year. We heard a lot from, experiences that our fans and alumni had. And we wanted to make sure that we put as much information out as possible. So we're going to start a Ticket Central. And it's basically a FAQ. answer all your questions, anything you need, any questions that you have when it comes to tickets, when it comes to dates, when it comes to parking, when it comes to, you know, what goes on sale, when it goes on sale. We want to be able to have that information out there for you. And this Ticket Central, we definitely would do that for us. We want to make sure that we get all the information out because, you know, the goal this year, we you know, the goal is 10,000, but there's no way that we shouldn't have 20 to 30,000 season ticket holders. With the alumni base and with the support we have at Jackson State University, you know, this Ticket Central definitely would take us to the next level. You'll be able to log on and you can see different things, who to call, what's going on, what do you need, questions are asked. So, you know, we wanted to create this site. We want to launch our season tickets. And season tickets will launch February the 1st, Saturday. A lot of our season ticket holders have already started receiving calls. My staff been working this weekend. So if you're a season ticket holder, you've received that call. They've been calling. Make sure you answer your phones. We're going to be transparent as possible. My staff is working very, very hard to make sure that this process is smooth as process as you have. So, you know, our season tickets, you know, the season tickets launch on February 1st. But, you know, your season tickets, you'll be able to go on Friday. You'll be able to renew your tickets on Friday if you're a season ticket holder. So look out for their email, look out for their call. You should have already received the call. But Ticket Central is basically a FAQ to give you all the information that you need about season tickets. And we want to make sure that we get that information out there.
Good deal. Gordon?
AD, so, you know, we have a stadium that could sit up to 60,000 people. So what would you know, some people are in that mindset of why buy season tickets? I can always walk up on game day and get my ticket. So what would you say to that person? What does that do for the athletics department when you can sell those tickets?
You know, we talk about season tickets and, you know, it's almost, you know, when you talk about the FBS programs, when you talk about the programs the size of Jackson State University, you know, they don't even sell tickets on game day, you know, so, you know, we should be sold out, you know, before the game starts on Saturday. We shouldn't have 20 to 30,000 people, 10,000 people walking up on Saturdays trying to purchase tickets. So we want to make it easy for you as possible. We want to launch our season tickets. You'll get a significant discount by purchasing season tickets. I promise you, you don't want to purchase game by game tickets. I think we saw that last year. People looked at those prices and said, hey, man, you know, so you'll save a good $50 to $100 by purchasing season tickets. So we want to make sure we put that out there. And always good to be able to give your people discounts and give them early to make sure you have your tickets in place. And our ticket system is phenomenal. I mean, everybody that has an Android and an Apple phone, you can download your tickets to your wallet. Or your tickets before you get to the stadium. All your tickets is on your wallet. So we've done all the things to put things in place to make sure that it's smooth and that it's successful and that you're having a good experience. Because it's all about the game day experience. And we heard all the things that we're having. We're going to address all those issues, and that's what this Ticket Central is about. But it's very important to purchase season tickets. Season tickets helps us when it comes to supporting our programs. It helps us when it comes to revenue to make sure we take care of our coaches and our student athletes. And it really supports a winning program. You know, when you get to the morning of Saturday, Friday evening, Thursday, you should know how many people is going to be in the stadium. We have a lot of people that comes up on Saturday morning and want to come up and buy tickets, and that's fine. If you want to, I encourage you, if you want to buy tickets on the day of game, you know, I love that extra revenue. So if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I encourage you to purchase the season tickets. Let's break records this year. I mean, we national champions. We've done some great things. We've brought this program back. And I say we. It's not about Ashton Robinson. It's about we. Our alumni, our supporters, our fans, the city of Jackson, our administration. We all have worked collectively together, you guys, to bring this program back to where it's been. That was my goal when I got here in 2018, to bring this program back to relevance. And we are here. We're here. And now it's time to work. You know, when you have success, that's when you start working. You don't stop working when you have solid people have success and they say, hey, no, we still got a lot of work to do, Corsi. A lot of work to do. And now the work starts now. So we're going to make sure that we do our part. We're going to make sure, and I'm going to challenge all alumni. There's no way we shouldn't have 20,000 season ticket holders. There's no way. Our goal is 10,000, and we should meet that very, very, very fast. I mean, we talking about April, May, we should have 10,000 season ticket holders. And you're talking about taking your program to another level. Season tickets really takes your program to another level. You want to be able to support our coaches. You want to be able to be consistent. You want to be able to sustain your program. I encourage everyone, let's purchase those season tickets. Let's get out here and show people what Jackson State can do. I mean, Jackson State can be the biggest university in the state of Mississippi. Let's show them. Let's show all the state schools what Jackson State is about. Let's show the legislators. Let's show the Senate. Let's show the governor. Let's show everybody what Jackson State is about. Let's show what we bring into the city. I've always said, and I grew up here, and I can say this: there's no city of Jackson without Jackson State University. I mean, that fall brings a lot of revenue into the city of Jackson, to the state of Mississippi. All your hotels, all your restaurants, I mean, all your venues in the city of Jackson. Everybody that own a hotel, everybody that own a business, they should be support Jackson State University, because we are the reason why you get a lot of revenue, bring a lot of revenue into the city, and that's what it's all about. And I promise you, this year, my promise, Ken, TD and D Corsi, that we're going to have 5 home games every single year. And I think, out of three of those 4 years, we've probably had six home games. And the goal is to have 6. And you know what I'm talking about when I talk about that 6 home game. So we've been doing that. So we've done our part, and we've asked our alumni and supporters, let's do our part. I want you to do your part. We're going to do our part. We're going to continue to work hard. Like I said again, we're not perfect, but we're going to address all those issues that we had. That's what this Ticket Central is all about. So we encourage everyone, let's get these season tickets. Let's purchase these season tickets. Let's fill the stands, and let's show people around the country, around the world, around the nation what Jackson State is all about. Everybody wants to be Jackson State University. Everywhere you go is a chip on their shoulder. They want to be Jackson State. Everywhere you they can't have a podcast, they can't have a show, they can't have nothing without talking about Jackson State University.
Talk your talk, AD.
I call you all out. You know what it is. You can't grow. You can't make no dollars. You can't do anything without talking about Jackson State University when it comes to athletics and when it comes to Jackson State University as a whole. So let's show people that we got over 50,000 alums. Let's not just come together at the Celebration Bowl. Let's come together as all 5 games. Oh, we got some great classics this year. We got some great venues this year. You ask, and I listen. I listen to my alums. I listen to my supporters. So I'm gonna give you what you asked for. I need your support. I need you all to come. Let's pack these stands. Let's show people what we can do at Jackson State, and let's show them. Let's show the state. Let's show all the state institutions. Let's show what we're about to do. Not talking about the schedule, but we're gonna go down to USM this year. USM is not gonna sell out not one game until they play Jackson State University. Everybody go to USM. They're gonna pay $50, $60. They're gonna pay $100, Ken, for those tickets, and they're not gonna complain. They're not gonna sell words. We're gonna have more fans than them. So let's do that when we're at home. Let's show people what we're all about. Hey, TC Taylor has done his job. Jackson State has done his job. We're national champs. People said we would never do it. People said we was dead, Ken. They said Ashton Robinson, Jackson State, you dead. We're dead. We still here. We still here. We still alive. And I tell you, when I tell you we're alive, we're alive. We are alive. Jackson State University are alive. So you know what? I need my Tigers to be alive. We had some exciting games this year. We go over and we take over stadiums. I went to the Alabama State game. We had more fans at Alabama State, and we rocked that house the whole game. We rocked that house the whole game.
That's right.
We do. Let's rock it 11 games out of the year, every single game. You asked for the 5 home games. You asked, so why are we traveling so much? So you got them now. You got them now. You got your 5 home games. You got your SWAC championship. You got your national championships. And I'm telling you, the best is yet to come, and I need your help. I need all our supporters. I need all our alumni. I need the city of Jackson. I need everybody to come out. And if you come out to a Jackson State game, it's going to be exciting. You're going to see some exciting football. You're going to see the best band in the country, the Sonic Boom of the South. I mean, when you're talking about on a national level, I mean, you're going to see a show. It's a show. And I encourage everyone to come out. So let's show people. Let's show people that what can happen at Jackson State University. We talk about what we need, and we talk about what we want. How we show people is by coming out and supporting and doing the things that we need to do on our end, and packing the stands every single weekend. Let's pack the whole city of Jackson. Let's pack the Fondren area. Let's pack the downtown city of Jackson. Let's show people that we can do. Let's do it. And we're doing that. Every city, every business owner, every hotel owner, it's no way that you don't love Jackson State University. Because I promise you, every weekend you're sold out. I mean, you're making the money, you're doing what you need to do. So give back to the city of Jackson and show people what it can be done. You know, you talk about the businesses, you talk about the hotels, you talk about all the impact that it have on the city. You take Jackson State football away from the city of Jackson, and I guarantee you it won't be an impact to the business. It won't be an impact to the hotels. It won't be an impact to the city. So let's come out and let's show people what we can do. And I promise you, we got the alumni base. We got the fans. We can do it. Everybody else can have 30, 40,000 every weekend. We can have 50,000 every single weekend in the vet. And let's show people what we can do here at Jackson State University. And hey, Ken, TD, D-Corsi, your AD is excited. I'm going to have the energy. I'm going to bring the energy. I'm going to work 7 days a week. I need you to do the same thing. Let's do it. Go Tigers.
We got you.
Like that.
Hey, look, TD got his question next, but this ain't a question. I was hearing Coach Advanced Jones in my ear, man. What do you say? We in Jackson, Mississippi. Everywhere we go, we're in Jackson, Mississippi. You got 11 home games this year, but go ahead, TD. Come on, jump in this thing.
Oh no, I just was gonna add on to the ticket thing. I think it's
do you think?
AD. I think you and your staff, you know, with Vaughn, Akeem, everyone that's over there at the stadium, you guys have done a great job with transitioning, you know, the ticket process. You know, we use out the paper tickets, and now we're going to digital type ticket, which is great. I often buy season ticket for my family, whether they choose a game they come, not because I figure out that it's more feasible to buy the season tickets in, you know, what game they're able to come, you know, or not, they still have their tickets available. Mm-hmm. So regardless of what, you know, I buy season tickets, several of them. You mentioned something when you were speaking about the home games. You said that now we have 5 home games. You said people ask for home games. Now we have home games. Do you care to elaborate on why we didn't have 5 home games and why we had to go on the road?
Well, you know, TD, that's a good question. But you know, I do have one rule. You know, I don't talk about the past. I don't talk about the past schedules because you know I'm always a positive guy. But we had some scheduling issues in the past where we had 3 or 4 home games, which we should have not. And we corrected that issue. It took me a couple of years to correct that. And that's one of the things that I promised the alumni, and I promised our fans, I promised our supporters that we will have 5 home games. We had some issues with doing some scheduling, so we had to work some things around. And that was one of the first things I came in. I saw in 2018 that there's no way that we shouldn't have 5 to 6 home games. In that tradition, if you go back and check the tradition, we had a lot of home games in the past because remember now, the Alcorn and the Valley game was always at the vet.
Yep, right.
Always at the vet, and those games changed. They went a home and home, Valley and Alcorn. So we didn't make the adjustment, but now we have made that adjustment.
Great point.
Make sure that we fix that. So that's a history lesson. Something that was new to me. When I got here in 2018, I had to do some research on that. But I think we're back there now. So we're gonna move forward and make sure we get our 6 home games each year. With our 5 home games and the season ticket and bring the SWAC championship game here to Jackson, Mississippi. And that's one of my initiatives and one of the things that I promised the alumni that I would do every single year.
Good deal. I'm gonna say this, AD. People just gonna have to feel however they want to feel about it. I love to talk about having 5 and 6 home games, but I'm gonna piggyback off something Brother C. Lee said to us on Monday. Who gives a damn if we got 5 home games if you're only gonna come to 3 of them?
Right.
Because we punted on a lot of our fans punted on the Valley game last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had 14,000 people there.
Right.
I know, you say 5, and one of the things that was a challenge for us was that we had the Southern Heritage Classic every single year. We was always going to Memphis, but I just get kind of annoyed with the whole let's have 6 home games. If you're only gonna come to the marquee games, then let's just pause on that conversation, because I think what AD is saying is that we want to have the same effect that we have at Alcorn, the same effect that we had at Texas State, the same effect that we had at ULM when we took over their stadium, the same effect that we're gonna have at USM, right? The same effect when we go on the road and we do what we do. the question that I've always asked is, why do we punt? And I say punt using football term. Why do we punt and yield on those games? With the team need the same support against Valley that they need against Alcorn. Mm-hmm. But again, we choose to do that. I'm not talking to the people who are there. I'm not talking to the folks that's present. I just say that because that's one of those things. And I know that you use scheduling. A lot of people don't understand how scheduling affects budget and revenue and dollars and how can you maximize certain dollars. So there may be a game that the attendance is going to be in the toilet.
Right.
So why not take a guaranteed payout? We go here 3-4 years. And this is the thing that people don't understand, AD. I don't really have a question. I'm going to say this now. I'll just yield to Corey. When you are going to a certain game, for example, like the Mobile game, if we do home and home with Alabama A&M, the attendance is going to be terrible against Alabama A&M in the vet. We'll make whatever we make. But when we go to normal, that's all expenses.
Right.
We ain't making no money in the opposite year. So to be in a situation where every single year we getting $300,000-$400,000 for just that game on a game that's not a well-attended game, that's good business. But we tend to be a little selfish when we talk about scheduling because we want to say we got 5 or 6 home games. We only going to come to 3. So and this is how we know. If you really cared about season the home games, then when the season tickets go on sale, let's hit 10K because we got how many we get last year, AD? Do you remember? 6,000?
About 6,100.
So 6,100. The year prior to that, we had 6,700. Mm-hmm. We just won the HBCU National Championship. We're going to know if we're serious about it based off the results. Because when we were 7-4, we dropped from 67 to 61. All right, we just won a national championship. We just ran through the SWAC. Let's see if we can hit 10,000 this year because that's the data's going to tell us if we're serious about it or as much of the same thing. So, but while we're talking about season tickets, let's talk about this real quick, AD. Will there be another ticket increase to tickets this year?
It won't be a ticket increase this year. However, we will have a $10 donation that will support our NIL in the band. Season ticket holders, and as you know, it's pay to play, and we have to do something now. We have to start now. You just think about what that'll do for our program. You talk about sustainability. You talk about keeping our kids here. So we will have a $10 donation for all our season ticket holders. And that donation will go for NIL for the band and for our athletic department.
So, man, hold on. We was talking about $2 not too long ago, man. Wait a minute. Hey, they just broke some news on the channel for us, y'all. Wait, back. Let's bag that thing up real quick. So, talk to us about this. Explain this to us. So, with the purchase of season tickets this season, we're gonna be adding $10 as a $10 donation instead of the suit. Okay, I like that.
And that donation will go to support NIL and support the band, the Sonic Boom of the South.
Because I'm gonna say this, and look, D-Core, see, I'm gonna go to you. Remember when we talked about that $2 and everybody like, man, we need to raise that. That $2 ain't enough, but hey, it's 10 now.
I heard you.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. I was surprised. You know how we are when it comes to money and prices being raised, but a lot of people just looking at the comments on social media when they saw 2, they didn't get upset. They said it should have been 5. It should have been once they saw where it was going because people they want to know where their money is going specifically. So I saw people saying, "Hey, it should be 5. It should be 10." So cool.
So Corey, TD, if we hit our goal, that's an extra $100K in revenue with NIL in the band. Dope. I love it. I love it.
And then you look at the history and you look at what was being produced over on Lynch Street, far as the band being at the Rose Day Parade, far as them being called for other events, far as players recognizing the brand and wanting to come and play. Man, I'm sure sometimes I want to do Coach Taylor and the rest of the coaches over there, having a room for what's going on, man, with the brand being what it is. And we got to keep it. We always say we the standard. We got to keep it the standard. You know what I'm saying? So this $10, is going, beyond, to me, a great cause. We're supporting it because the band does a lot for the school within itself. The boom itself. I mean, then we have alumni of the band who's in the music industry, who's making things happen as well. So, we want it once, so they support each other. So I think that $10 is great. AD does a great idea. We definitely should, get behind and support it because I like the way I felt when we won the national championship, AD. I love the way I felt when I woke up and see the Boom marching down the street in Cali. Mm-hmm. I mean, it made me feel proud, man. I'm at the gym on the elliptical scene with JSU on.
There you go. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Feeling proud. So hey, kudos to that decision, and let's rock it.
So here's this. So I think people are asking the question. It's a $10 donation per season ticket.
Right.
Per set of season tickets. So whatever the cost is for your set of season tickets. So we got 5 home games. Let's just say is $150. I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there.
Right.
That means that when you pay your $150 for your season tickets, that's just a regular. That's a general admission or box or reserve. You're gonna have to. It's built in. You're gonna have a $10 donation per. So with that being said, if my understanding serves me correctly, AD, correct me if I'm wrong. That means for those of you who buy 6 sets of season tickets, that's $10.
That's right.
$60.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you want to donate a little bit more to get an extra set of season tickets, I love that, man. So somebody asked the question, is that just going to be for football or is that other sports? Like, how's that?
So that's all sports. All sports. NIL will be for all 18 sports. And you notice I said 18. We got 16 now, but I said 18. You know what that means. We'll talk about that later, but for all 18 sports.
I was hoping to get you on around February the 2nd because I know it's a lot happening at the beginning of February. I won't even go there. Like I said, we don't break news. We get behind the universe and let you guys do that first. Corsi, come on, jump in this thing, man. That's good stuff.
I want to go back to those away games. You talked about going to USM and having more fans in the stands than them, and you talked about some of the SWAC road games where we got Tez in the building. What's up,
baby? Look at the 1400 Club. What's up, baby? I ain't mean to cut you off, man. We got the stars.
We got the stars in the house. We gotta show them some love. What's up, guys? But no, again, those road games, you talk about us, having more fans in the stands than a lot of our opponents. Take us behind the curtain, if you will, just a bit when it comes to fielding those calls from those other schools, even on the next level, the FBS level, G5, because with the appeal of Jackson State, because I know there's a lot, and you don't have to name the schools, but I'll say like a ULM. I know they would love for us to come back down there again and pack their stadium. So what goes into kind of deciding we're going to go to Southern Miss?
Well, every school is excited when Jackson State comes to their stadium. I mean, they know it's a moneymaker for them. I mean, they know we're going to travel. So, not just the FBS institutions, but all the schools are excited when they can get a Jackson State on their campus. I mean, that's just they're going to make the most money that they're going to make in any home game that they have when Jackson State comes. So everybody's excited when they see Jackson State on the stage as a home game, when that rotation comes, even in our conference. They're excited about it because they know exactly what's going to happen. They know our fans are going to show up. Rain, sleet, or snow. I mean, we saw that decuracy at the parade, over 50,000 alums there, even in the rain, So it's such an exciting morning. And that's just what Jackson State University does to you. I mean, everybody's going to come out to see Jackson State. You're playing Jackson State, the whole city's going to come out. And our fans, our alumni is going to travel. We're going to be there. So everybody knows that. So we are the ticket. We are the ticket. We are, as we say on campus, we are the standard. So everybody wants to play Jackson State. And I'm not saying that to be cocky, but if you go back and check the revenue in the last 5 years of every school that we played at, especially, they've made that revenue and they're excited to have Jackson State on campus.
Right. And I could definitely attest. I have a coworker who attended Mississippi State. He still talk about that game. He still talk about the Boom. And he's still amazed at how the drum major, as he would call, laid on their backs and was still standing.
Right.
So it's definitely it's definitely great in that aspect. AD, I want to ask you this: what goes into making a schedule, and how far out is that process?
I make schedules out 5 or 6 years out in advance. You talk about the Miami Classic. We started that Classic and didn't have a clue that Florida A&M was coming in the conference. That deal was done 2 years before Florida A&M came in the conference. Wow. So I'm scheduling now for 28, 29. So I'm out there for now, still making those schedules. You got to make those schedules You try to make those first 4 home games, non-conference games, so you be able to, get some work in, and it paid off well for us this year. We're making our first 4 home games, non-conferences. So we try to, make a schedule that's feasible for us, feasible for Jackson State, feasible for travel. And as you look at the schedules that I made, I really don't believe in playing, the Power 5 schools. We'll play mid-majors and our G5s, and so we try to make a schedule that's really suitable for our program and what's best for Jackson State. When you talk about looking at schedules, you start looking at travel, you start looking at distance, you start looking at cities that our fans will love to go to, but also it's a business side to that. The first thing I do is got to be a great business decision. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's something we love to travel. It's not good business decision. It doesn't make any financial sense. I don't make that decision. I have to make those decisions. We talked about a lot of people question the Mobile Classic, but when you see that contract, you'll be like, okay, AD, I see how you play in Mobile. I see why you don't want to go to Huntsville. I see why you make that a home and home. And I see why if you do the study on what we made if Alabama A&M comes to Jackson, Mississippi. So for me, it's about business first. It's about doing the best decision for our program, doing the best decision for Jackson State, and making sure that we're making the best business decision. And then also you want to look at, our alums and supporters and where they want to go. You talk to your head coach and make sure he's comfortable. And I don't make any decisions scheduled without, my head coach. I always involve my head coaches when it comes to this. When it comes to this, TC Taylor knows exactly what I do, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And if it's something that he don't want to do, we don't do it. I can say that. I'm one of the ADs that, I'm a coach's guy. I love my coaches. It's all about our coaches. We can't win without our coaches. So it's not about me. So we try to make the best decisions that's best for Jackson State, best decisions for our program, and makes the best business sense that will help us be successful and build revenue down the road.
Great point. Here's something I see it happening in the chat right now. A lot of chatter came out, AD, about Tennessee State not having the Southern Heritage Classic on their schedule this year.
Mm-hmm.
My high times have changed, man. We back out of Southern Heritage Classic in a couple of years, that thing fold, man. The question that a lot of people are asking, not necessarily the Southern Heritage Classic, but I think people are looking at the idea and potential of us playing Tennessee State again. And you see somewhere in the future of an opportunity of us potentially playing Tennessee State, whether it be a home and home, whether it be somewhere else. I don't know. Just kind of want to get your thoughts on that, because I know we've been in that game for 30 years, and then we back out in 2022, 21, 22, I think. And here we are.
Yeah.
So 2 years after we leave, it's not a thing right now. So if the value of Jackson State isn't on display, and I got a question I do want to build into that, because when we play these games, I love that you said we don't play Power 5 programs. We play mid-major programs because we can get money and we can potentially beat them. Right. We all raise our hand. We say we should have beat ULM. I stand on it. I don't care what nobody say. We should have beat them. But let me say this though. I won't say that. Talk about Tennessee State, and then we'll come back to the second part of that. I won't double up, but I'll come back and add to that.
I think it's a chance, that in the future that we can play. I don't know if it'll be a home and home. I don't know if it'll be a neutral site. I have been in talks with the athletic director at Tennessee State. We're good friends, and we talk. And it's something that we want to do moving down the road, but it has to make good business sense when we make that decision. It has to benefit Tennessee State, has to benefit Jackson State University, and it's a possibility down the road that a Tennessee State and Jackson State matchup could possibly be. That's not something that we're counting out, but we had to make a decision that was best for Jackson State University. We had to make a business decision, and that's what nothing against Southern Heritage Classic. One of my first football games as a little boy, my dad took me to was the Southern Heritage Classic.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. So it's not something that of course I didn't want to be the AD that killed the Southern Heritage Classic, but I want to be the AD to make sure I do what's best for Jackson State University.
That's right.
I work for Jackson State University, and we got to make the best decision for Jackson State, and that's what it's all about. But to answer your question, Ken, it's a possibility that you can see a Tennessee State in a Jackson State matchup down the road.
Okay.
AD, I want to take it in a slightly different direction. I know King has another question that he's going to ask.
Well, I can still go to TD. You fine. Go whatever way you want to go.
Right. I want to ask your leadership. I watch, the leadership, and it appears that you have a great relationship with all of your head coaches, but not only your head coaches, but as well as the assistant coaches. It's like no man left behind. Is you hear of player, you hear of a player's coach, you more of a coach's AD.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is I think that is great because I'm a strong believer in my heart drives on relationship. How hard is that to maintain? You know what I'm saying? Kind of appeasing different attitudes and people who want this and that and feel that someone else. How hard is that? Because I just know you do a great job at interacting with all your coaches.
Well, TD is all about building relationships. When I hire a head coach, I build relationships with them. You don't just hire them and throw them out there and say, hey, I need you to win games. And if you don't win games, you're not going to be here. That means I'm not doing my job. We want to, you brought up the past early, TD, and talk about the schedule. And that's what we've done in the past. We've hired coaches and we put them out there. And then when they're unsuccessful, first thing we want to talk about is fire. That's
right.
This thing to do. But what are you doing as an AD? What are you doing as administration to support your coaches and give them what they need to be successful? It doesn't matter what coach you hire. If you're not giving them the things they need to be successful and you're not supporting them, and you're not building that relationship with them to find out exactly what they need and what's going on and what their needs are and what they need. I mean, that's the biggest part of leadership. That relationship with them where they can call you and say, hey, I got an issue. The worst thing you can have is having a coach on your staff where they were like, I'm not calling AD, I'm not calling administrator, I'm just gonna let it go on.
Right.
My coaches know they can call me 24 hours, 7 days a week, any time of the day. When they have an issue, they can call me. And that's the kind of leadership, that I build here at Jackson State. That's the kind of relationships I have with my coaches. I let my assistant coaches know your job is to take care of the head coach and those student athletes. You got to make sure you take care of them. My job is to make sure I take care of their head coach and give them what they need to be successful. And make sure these student athletes are getting what they need to be successful. And that's what my staff does. And I have a phenomenal staff, TD. I mean, my staff work day to day. You're talking about I have a great staff, great assistant vice president that bleeds, that coached 3 different sports, that understand the coaching side and understand the administration side. And that's what it's all about. We do a really, really good job with that. And our staff, they work day in and day out. And people don't understand some of the things that our staff do from a day-to-day standpoint to make sure our coaches are successful. And that's what it's all about. You got to build those relationships. We get calls all the time in the middle of the night. We get calls in the mornings. We get calls, every time my team is traveling. I'm not, I don't sleep well until I know they're safe. We played in Texas last week. We had a storm. I called Coach Williams. I called the assistant coach. Hey, where are you? You're 2 hours away. Hey, we'll be here. I didn't go to sleep until they got here. They got here by 12 or 1 at night because I wanted to make sure my coaches and my student athletes were safe. And, people appreciate that. And I appreciate them. But we have to show them appreciation. We have to show them that we're there for them. We have to show them, even through the bad times, when things are not going so well, nobody wants to be there when things are not going well. Everybody wants to be there when you're winning. But what about when you're building that program, when you're taking it to new heights? I got here in 2018. People told me, TD, including people from Jackson State, there's no way you're going to turn that program around. There's no way. And I took that on a challenge. I was a point guard that was 5'7". They said, no way I would play Division I basketball. That's that point guard in me. They said, I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So that's part of my leadership style. And it's all about building those relationships. It's all about having a good staff around you. I have great leaders around me. My assistant AD, Elise Wells-Kilbert, my associate vice president, my associate ADs, Dr. Stott, Malone Silver, Deputy Director Hakeem McCullen, Travis Stott that comes in. Those are my leaders. I tell them we have to lead the department. And they have great staff. And also my assistant ADs in my day-to-day. my trainers, my managers, my strength and conditioning, my, sports medicine, my students, all our staff, compliance, academics, we got, man, we got some really, really good people here at Jackson State. And those people are really driving the force, and they're making sure that our coaches and our student athletes are taken care of. And that's what it's all about. And we meet every day, we meet weekly, we meet daily to make sure that we're doing our job to support our coaches and giving them what they need to be successful. And when things are not going so well, we have to be there as well. When we lose that game and we say, hey, I tell people all the time, you talking about losing the game, the best thing that happened to us when football was losing to Grambling. That's the best thing happened to us. I told everybody we won't lose another game. Everybody looked at me. We had people, we had alumni, we had supporters all over the internet, all over social media. And I'm going to say it now. I'm going to give away my season tickets. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be. But I looked at the end of the season. I looked at the Celebration Bowl, and I think you all was there. So we have to stick with our coaches and be there for them and make sure that we support them, even when it's the tough times, even when things are not going so well. Because when you stick with them and you give them what they need to be successful, I guarantee you it's a light on that other side. So, all those people that's saying, hey, hey, I'm done, man. Ain't no way. We should have did a national search. We should have did this. We should have did that. But like I tell them, Ken, I tell them TD, D Corey C, I got 2 words for you, and it's called TC Taylor. And I promise you, and I told you we was going to do this. I told you we was going to win the Celebration Bowl. One of the hardest working coaches, one of the hardest working coaching staff came in, done a really, really good job recruiting. And I don't understand, TD, that how 50,000 people can't support their own. I just don't understand that. But we on board now. We're national champions. Everybody is TC. And I want the energy, and we're going to keep that energy. But I need all your support. I need everybody to come in. And that's my leadership style, TD. We're going to support our coaches even when the times are rough, when the times are bad. We're going to be there for them. We're not going to give up for them, because I promise you, at the end of that tunnel, you're going to see championships. You're going to see graduating student athletes. You're going to see building on the great tradition of Jackson State University. And we're going to do this with one of our own.
You taking job applications?
You're
a motivator, man. I love it.
Right now, TD, we're trying to sustain what we have. I'm trying to keep the great coaches and the great administration staff that I have, so we won't lose them. But I promise you,
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. Now I'm just playing.
So hard, TC. I'll make sure I reach out to you, though. I guarantee you on that.
D Corey C.
Man, it's a lot to unpack from that. TD was talking about.
Oh, you cutting out.
Cutting out, Corey.
Okay. Ken, I don't know if I'm sure you remember, we were actually talking about this in our Tiger Talk chat probably last week. We were talking about how A.D. Robinson hasn't fired many or any really coaches since he's been here. And it's been 6 years, and that's not normal in college athletics. It's normal to fire coaches, and we're just kind of talking about how you're such a supportive AD, right? You hire the right person, you make sure you give them the support, then you kind of get out of the way and don't micromanage and let them do their thing. So just your track record of, and a lot of these coaches, it's one thing to hire a coach and not have to fire him because it's your hire, but a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of the coaches, they were there before you got there, right? And you were still able to empower them and give them the support and retain them. But going back to Coach Taylor, I know a lot of people kind of question that or second guess that. So what did you see in TC during that interview process? How did you know he was your guy? And even before, just in the years past, knowing that he was eventually going to be a head coach, whether it was with you or somewhere else, but just knowing he had that in him.
I've been studying TC Taylor for a long time, probably go back to 2011, 2012. And that's part of my job. I study a lot of coaches on every sport, and I watched them grow. I watched them call plays. I watched them do a lot of things. I watched him when he was at Central with our guy Jerry Mack. Watched him when we was in Texas together. I was at Prairie View. He was at Texas Southern. I had an opportunity to talk to him and meet with him and talk about his passion. When I got here in 2018, I asked him to come over and assist and be assistant coach. And he came over, and I just watched him grow. And I watched his energy. I watched his love for the game. I watched his love for Jackson State. And you talking about somebody that's hungry. You talking about somebody that really want to get this done. You talking about a man that you have to say, hey, man, go home and spend some time with your family. Go home and get some rest. I saw that in TC Taylor. Even as an assistant coach, You know, I saw that he was a big part of our success. You know, I saw that, and TC Taylor and Coach O, you know, they worked so hard to build this program. And there's no way, it's no way, you know, when this opportunity came up, that I wasn't going to give TC Taylor a chance. He deserved that. I promised that to him, and he promised to me this at AD. I'm not going to let you down. He looked me straight in the eye and said, I promise you, I got you. You know, we met. He had a playbook this big. Hey, man, I'm ready. I ain't taking this for granted. I'm not just meeting with you. What you need to know. This is who I'm going to hire. This is my plan. This is my vision. In 2 years, we're going to be national champs. I promise you, AD, we're going to take this thing to a national level. And I looked at a hungry young man, hungry tiger that told me that, hey, I got a point to prove. And anytime you got a point to prove and you got a coach with a chip on their shoulder, they're going to be successful. You know, you hire a coach that's been successful and they're relaxed and just show up when it's time for practice. You know, a lot of stuff happens before practice start. You know, there's a lot of things that go into play. You know, we win a national championship. TC Taylor and his staff is back at the office recruiting.
Yep.
On official visits the next week or two, you know.
Right.
He didn't go on a vacation. He didn't take a time off. I called him the next day. I'm in the office, AD. I'm getting ready. I'm looking at these recruits. We got to get ready for next year. We finna repeat. We didn't take this thing back. So that shows you, you know, who we hired. It shows you, you know, why I made that decision. And he came in and showed people, you know, and there was a lot of people that, you know, that said that, you know, I don't know about this, Ashley. I don't know about this. I said, just trust me on this one. You know, just trust me on this one. He came in and he really showed people what it's about. You know, Coach O came in, which y'all know is our general manager. He does a really, really good job in supporting structured, organized program. You go to practice, you see how structured they are. And I'm gonna tell you something. You know, Ken, TD, and Corey, I'm gonna give you a tidbit. When you know, people think I'm just on the sideline, you know, watching the game. I'm on the sideline seeing how coaches are making adjustments. I'm on the sidelines to see how kids are reacting to our coaches, our position coaches. I'm watching a lot. Ken, you all know that because you're down there with me. But, you know, I think great coaches make adjustment at halftime. And I'm going to say this, we whooped a lot of ass in the second half this year.
We did.
So let's give it up to TC Taylor for going in that locker room and making an adjustment. I told my president, I said, great coaches make adjustment at halftime. And we made some great adjustments at halftime. You go look at our halftime on the last 7 to 8 games. You go look at our second half. And I mean, you didn't have a chance. I mean, you really didn't have a chance. So I made that decision. And that decision was to make sure that, you know, we give him what he needs. But also, I saw a young man that was a winner. I saw a young man that was hungry. I saw a young man that wanted to be at Jackson State University. I saw a young man that loved Jackson State University. And you can't talk about nothing else with TC. You talk about Jackson State, that's a problem. You know, so you talking about a man that really loved Jackson State. That's all he talks about. He bleeds it. He loves it. And I knew he was going to be a winner by the work ethics and the things that he had, his character, his integrity. A great person, great family man. I mean, hey, you can't do better, man. And the biggest part about that, Corey, he a Tiger, baby. He a Tiger. He is a Tiger.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen,
Tiger born, Tiger bred.
Keep
going. Y'all know the rest.
Hey, listen, speaking of Coach Taylor, though, and his staff, 2 straight seasons, top HBCU recruiting class. And it pays off. For everybody that act like recruiting don't matter, y'all can see. We ran through the swag, and we're going to run through you again. Next week, AD, we got National Signing Day coming up on Wednesday. I want to talk a little bit about this JSU football reveal. We back over at the M-Bar Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Let's talk about it. We've turned it into a fundraiser. I just kind of want to get your thoughts on you guys have really been doing a really good job of we had a fundraiser after the parade. Now we're having a fundraiser on the reveal, and just kind of want to get your thoughts on that, on this event, and speak to that real quick, and then we'll move on.
Exciting event, February the 5th. You know, our recruit reveal, something that we started a couple of years ago. It's gonna be an exciting event, fundraising event. talk about the program, talk about our recruits, and give you some highlights on the recruits that we brought in. You'll hear from Coach Taylor and his staff. You'll hear from me about the vision of the program, and also you get a chance to mix and mingle with some of our players, our alumni, and our supporters, and have a really, really good time. And also, it's a fundraising event for the football program to continue to support them. So we encourage everyone to come out. I want to see it just like it was after the parade. I walked in M-Bar at the parade and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Talking about all our alumni from the old to the young to the middle class. Everybody was there. Everybody was there, to make sure they supported, Jackson State football and Jackson State University. And that's what it's all about. We all got to come together as one. As I always say, Keen, I don't know what would happen. I want to see this day. And that's my goal here at Jackson State. What would happen if all 50,000 plus alumni come together as one? I mean, we'll take over the world, not just the state of Mississippi. We'll take over the world.
Beautiful, man.
We're going to continue to push that. We're very excited about that event. We encourage everyone to come out February the 5th at the M-Bar, and we'll come out. Jackson State alum on that event. People always ask, hey, let's give shout outs to M-Bar. Richard Bradley does a really, really good
big brand.
The Tiger, and he supports Jackson State University.
Yes, sir.
People want to talk about why Ashley always do events. Go look up the giving from the Bradley family. Go look up his wife. Go look up him. She's the Tiger. She's a track star. She's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. But those are people that really love Jackson State University, and they've never told me no. They always, supporting Jackson State. So let's give it up to, to M-Bar Jackson. Let's give it up to Richard Bradley. Let's give it up to Dr. Tamika Bradley. Let's give it up to them because they really, really do a good job. Those guys over at the M-Bar, Kelton and D, they do a really good job. And all of those are Tigers. You talk about Tiger bread. And they really support Jackson State University. So we want to make sure that we give back and support them. And they're doing some exciting things in the city of Jackson, exciting things, in the state of Mississippi. So, hey, we're going to be there February the 5th. And I want to see all alumni. Let's flood that thing out. I want to see nothing but Jackson State alum and supporters there on February the 5th. And I promise you, we're going to have a really, really good time. Myself and TC Taylor and his staff and our student athletes, we have some great things for you on that particular day.
So with the entire team, and this is a revealing, with the entire team.
Hey, I can't tell you all the secrets, TD.
Okay.
Show up.
You gotta show up.
Okay.
Hey, I know the entire signing class will be revealed though. That part we will. Right. We'll all get to see who's signing. Well, we got some more dogs.
Yeah,
we got some more dogs. I ain't talking. We got some more dogs signing, baby.
Right.
It's gonna be fun. Go ahead, bro.
It's gonna be really fun.
Hey, AD, you actually answered one of my questions in your statement earlier, and again, it goes back to the sideline. I knew that you was a heck of a basketball player, and I know that you are a leader now. But I watched you on the sideline, and I was kind of took at your football knowledge because I didn't you stand there and listen at you, but I noticed you never got irate enough to interfere with the coaches.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I always respected that. You'll be on your end. I hear you calling plays. I hear you. I'm like, oh, he really knows football.
Right.
So that's pretty good. So I just, I just was kind of shocked at your knowledge of football, and I admire the way you hire people and let them do their job and don't interfere. And you answered that by telling me you are doing your job. You're just doing it in a different fashion,
right?
By observing, what they're doing. So great job.
TD, he don't mess with the coaches, but he will get with them referees a little bit. I wasn't letting that slide, man. I had to. I thought you were gonna go there, bro. So I had to just go there.
But Bethune-Cookman,
that was bad, though, man.
I don't know that guy, man. I don't
in Alabama State, you'll never coach again.
Referee again.
I don't know who said
that.
That guy need to be removed from the sidelines, man, for that, man.
Good deal. Nico, see.
AD, you talked about this being a fundraiser, the reveal next week, that reminded me, somebody earlier had asked about the season tickets with the $10. They wanted to know if they could contribute more than just the $10. Now I know that price is set, so talk about some other ways, such as the JSU by 40.
I mean, it's gonna be a great week this week. You know, I spent some time this week with Austin and Travis and our staff. You're gonna see a lot of videos coming out this week, a lot of promos, and you know, that's a great question, Corey C, because you know, if I can get this 40 by 40 going, you know, JSU by 40. You know, I tell people, what happens if 50,000 alums get $40 a month? I mean, what happens if that happens? You're talking about supporting our program, and all those funds go to support our program and the operation, you know, of our program. And, you know, we've been moving. We've been having this movement now for the last 6 or 7 months. We continue this movement, but I encourage all 50,000. I challenge all 50,000 alums. JSU by 40. I'm asking for $40 a month, only $40 a month. Make it continuously. You can go online, you can click on our link, you can do the text to give, and you can make sure that $40 comes out of your account. You won't even miss the $40. So come on now, everybody, let's get that $40 a month. And then we have our Building Champion Fund, where I'm asking the 50,000 alums to give $20 a month. And that's to upgrade all our facilities. You know, you know, when you go to AAC, you see that big, nice snowboard, the biggest snowboard in the state of Mississippi. And I'm excited about that. I mean, you go in there, you see a show. So we want to continue to upgrade our program. It's time to upgrade our locker rooms. It's time to get snowboards for all our other sports, soccer, baseball, soccer, tennis. We want to be able to get those snowboards for those sports as well, and do some great things with those sports. So we want to be able to continue to support all our programs, and that Building Champion Fund, that 40 by 40, you know, so let's make that happen. We're talking about $60 a month, 40 to the JSU by 40, 20 to the Building Champion Fund. Just do it for 12 months for me. If you don't do anything else for me, purchase the season tickets. Give me $40 a month. Give me $20 a month, which is $60 a month. Do that for 12 months, and I guarantee you will see a big impact in your facilities. You will see a big impact of our program and what we're doing and where we're taking our program, and it will take us to a whole nother level. So it's not about how much you give, it's about the volume of people that's give. And I want to train people and condition us how to give. And I'm asking everyone, let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. And you know, we're gonna do that. So you're talking about, you know, Ken, I'm gonna give you a little homework, Ken. Ken, do 50,000 times 40. What's 50,000 times 40, Ken?
I don't want to think and get it wrong. Somebody that's got a numbers in their head. That's 2 million.
2 million. What's 12 times 2 million?
Shit, 24 million.
Wow. What happened if we get additional 24 million to support our program?
That's a game changer.
And it's a game changer.
It is unbelievable.
We heal it. And it's only $40 a month. And I know everybody got $40 a month. They support Jackson State Tigers. And with your Building Champion Fund, you think about what if 50,000 gave $20 a month? You know, so you're talking about $1 million.
Yep.
So, and you're talking about 12 months, that's 12 million.
Yep.
At $12 million now, you can see a lot of impact on our program. It's time to upgrade our locker rooms. It's time to upgrade our snowboards. It's time to upgrade our coaches' offices. It's time to upgrade our refueling stations. It's time to do a lot of things that we can support our student athletes. And if we want to continue to be relevant, we want to continue to win, we'll continue to be the top program. We gotta support these initiatives. That's all I'm asking you to do. Be a season ticket holder, be a JSU by 40, be your Building Champion Fund. And man, my AD club, man, we had took off, man. You know, the AD club, you know, I got a waiting list for AD club, you know, and I curated that, which is 2,000, which is all sports pass. And I give a shout out to my AD club members show out. I mean, they renew every single year. So thank you to our AD club members. I wish I can add more, but we limited on parking, and we're looking at some ways to add more. But my AD club members, they stepped up, and if everybody step up like the AD club members when it comes to the JSU by 40, when it comes to the Building Champion Fund, and when it comes to season tickets, I guarantee you won't have to worry about what we're going to do on the field. You won't have to worry about how facilities being up to par. You won't have to worry about the upgrades and the things that we need. So those are the initiatives that I'm challenging all my alumni supporters to do. I need 50,000 for JSU by 40. I need 50,000 Building Champion Fund. I mean, the goal is 10,000 on the season tickets, which I think is low. There's no way we should have 20,000 season ticket holders. So let's do it. I know we can do it. I know we have the alumni base to do it. So it's time to step up and let's continue to support our programs so we continue to be competitive on and off the field.
So let me verify something. So the number is 71777, and for one you text V, and the other one you text. It's the same number, but you're putting in different phrases.
There you go.
So you're putting in V for one and JSU by 40 in the other, but you're using the same number.
There you go. Yep.
Gotcha.
So AD, let me I got something that I'm gonna go back to that question that I didn't want to double up on.
Right.
We see a lot of this anytime we schedule FBS opponents, right? A lot of chatter comes about with the payout dollars. And then, so for example, USM just released that we're going to play them second game of the season for us. 375K is what's been reported as far as payout. A lot of people say, man, we should be getting 700,000, 600,000, and then they'll pay another FBS school, I guess 750, close to $1 million for them to come to their stadium. Can you elaborate a little bit on how would you explain that to someone that feels as though, man, we should be getting a $600,000 payout for a USM instead of 375, or we should be at least getting X amount of dollars?
You know, Ken, that's a great question. You know, you have tiers when it comes to, you know, you have your FBS schools, you have your Power 5 schools, you have your G5 schools. And, you know, USM is considered, you know, one of your G5 schools. It's not a Power 5. So, you know, I believe in playing the USMs, the ULMs, ULLs, and those, you know, you would get anywhere between 350 and 400,000. And for us, you know, when you're talking about a ULM, which is 2 hours down the road, you talk about a USM, which is an hour and a half down the road, you know, that's really good for us. Now, the problem is when you play a team and you're getting that payout and you got to travel 12, 13 hours and you got to spend time on travel, you got to fly, you got to do something. So, you know, we believe in keeping those things close, and demographics matter when it comes to that. But when you start talking about your 600s and 700s, you start talking about your Power 5 schools. But you go back and check the history. I mean, we got a lot of institutions, you know, in our conference that are playing Power 5 schools, and they're not getting what we're getting, Ken, because they're not negotiating where they need to negotiate for. There's no way I'm gonna play an SEC school for 400,000 or 500,000. There's no way I'm gonna play a Power 5 school. You know, we got to be starting talking about from 800 to $1 million when you start talking about playing those schools, and then you got to talk about, is it something that you really want to do? So you start looking at scholarships. You know, they receive, you know, 20 to more scholarships than we have when it comes to the max of scholarship that the NCAA allows. So they got additional 20 to 30 players that they have. So you got to be real careful with that. You also got to be, you know, look at the safety of your student athletes. Right. Start talking about that. So, you know, it's a lot of different tiers when you come to those different, you know, different prices. But when you're talking about a mid-major and you're talking about a G5, you know, that's anywhere between 300 and 400,000. You know, when you start talking about a Power 5, or, you know, that's should be anywhere between 700 to $1 million. So you have different tiers of things, and also you look at the different demographics of what you're doing, and then where you're playing and where you're going. So you look at that, you know, we've done a really, really good job of getting good guarantees on classic games and playing other HBCUs, which is more than what we receive in playing a PWI or a mid-major or a Power 5. So we've done a good job of that, and we want to continue to do that. So you know, we are getting it. That's a great question. I see MZ Mac, you know, we have put the Sonny Boom in that contract, and the Sonny Boom, we were receiving something for going to USM. And I try to make sure I put the Sonny Boom in those games, because as you know, USM want that show. So we will be receiving additional dollars that go directly to the Sonny Boom to support the travels. I have a great relationship with Dr. Little, and we work really, really well together. And I try to maximize as much as I can for the Sonny Boom of the South as well. But that's basically, you know, the deal when you come to scheduling. You just got to know, the demographics. You got to know who you're playing, and you go check the history on what the payouts and what they're done and who they paid out in the last 10 to 12 years. And you'll see of what they're doing when you're talking about scheduling and what they've been paying and what they've been doing consistently across the board.
Before you guys go, I just want to add some context, not necessarily a question. So TD and someone you're very familiar with, Corey, your cousin. I'm not gonna put a name on I'm not gonna put a name out there. Had a conversation with her. This was in relation to Alabama State. So the Hornet Nation don't come for me. I just so happened to sit down with her next to the restaurant, and she talked about the business side of playing that game in UCLA. When I say they went in the hole for that game, they went in the hole for that game. The payout, according to, whatever, just gonna say the payout was just wasn't enough to even. There was no profit in that game. When you're talking about travel, when you're talking about hotel, you're talking about comps, you're talking about food, you're talking about bringing the band, all the stuff that comes with it. I appreciate you saying, I look at demographics, I look at the geography of this thing, I look at past payouts. And it just helps to have the understanding of that. So thank you for elaborating on that for me. Because when you start looking at some of these other things, many of us make these statements based off of imagination. It's not supported with true data. So it's always good to have the data in front of us and then go from there. But TD, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, both of y'all make a great point, Ken. But then, like you said, AD, you got to think about the well-being of your student athletes. You mess around and make those schedules. Next thing you know, you playing against the national champions.
Grambling on the way to Ohio State, man.
I wasn't gonna say that again, but but yeah, AD. The last time you was on the screen with us, it was the pregame, and we had a conversation about collective, working together, being one. And we talk about the open hand, the difference between the open hand and the closed hand. How far do you feel that we have, come to having a closed fist? I'm saying, from your hand being open, with the 40x40, with the building, with the collective for the NIL. Now the boom is definitely getting the world, recognition. And Tiger Nation coming aboard from all over. How close would you say that we have come to a fist?
I'm gonna say this to you, and that's a good question. I'm gonna say Dr. Little. I'm gonna say TC Taylor. They've done their job. They've did what the alumni and supporters have asked them to do. Now I'm gonna ask all 50,000 alums to do their job. Support your school. Support a champion. You wanted a national champion. So we need all 50,000 to support the JSU by 40. We need all 50,000 to support the Building Champion Fund. We need all 50,000 to be in the stadium at the Vet. You asked for the 5 home games. So that's, the closed fist is we're a national champion. The closed fist is we got the best band in the country. Open fist is we all gonna come together and support the Sonny Boom of the South and support Jackson State University athletics and come together as one. Well, we won't have to depend on state funding when it comes to athletics, when it comes to the Sonny Boom of the South. We got the alumni base. We got the supporters. The money is here. Your degree comes from Jackson State University. You got a job because of Jackson State University. So let's give back to Jackson State University, whether you're giving back to athletics, whether you're giving back to the college you graduated from, whether you're giving back to the JSU by 40, whether you're giving back to the Sonic Boom, whether you're giving back to the Building Champion Fund. In some form, shape, or fashion, we have to give back to support our institution. Jackson State is only as strong as our 50,000 alums and our supporters. And we got 7,000 to 8,000 students that are doing the same thing that you have, Ken, the same thing that you have, TD, the same thing that you have, Corey C. So what can we do to bring them all together? Well, one thing is, I got here in 2018 and I heard the message, AD, you got to win some games. We're not giving no money. You got to win. I think 26 championships in the last 4 or 5 years is called winning.
Yeah.
I think the only national champion in the state of Mississippi is called winning. I think the Sonny Boom of the South performing at the Super Bowl, performing at the Orange Bowl, at the Rose Bowl, and I think pushing us on a national level. Where can you go when you turn the TV on? You see Jackson State University. So we see you there, but where's the support? Where's the support? You know, when you start looking at the names, it's the same names every single time, Ken.
Yeah.
It's the same names, but everybody want to tell you exactly what to do. They want to tell you how to do it. They want to tell you who to hire. They want to tell you how to do their job. Well, the AD is asking you to support your coaches, support the Sonny Boom of the South, support Jackson State University, support Dr. Marcus Thomas' vision. At some point, we got to support. If we want to be successful, we're proud about our institution. And I know we have one of the most passionate fan bases in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be passionate about supporting. Let's be passionate about making sure we win another Celebration Bowl. Let's be passionate about making sure Dr. Little is successful. Let's be passionate about making sure we're doing what we know to support our coaches and give them what they need to be successful. I mean, you're right, Brandon. 3 undefeated SWAC seasons in the last 4 years.
I didn't even think about that,
you know, and you know, that's my history right there. And that's my brother. That's blood.
Yeah.
You know, he keeps me on my P's and Q's all the time because that's my history. But let's do it. I mean, we can do it. We can do it. Ole Miss and Mississippi State, and I'm gonna say it, they ain't got nothing on Jackson State University. If we come together as one, I'm here again because I want to be here. I want to show people it can be done at Jackson State University. Let's stop talking about what we can't do.
Yep.
I'm sick and tired of that. And that pisses me off when they still talk about what we can't do. Yes, we can. Let's come together as one. Let's show people what we can do. Let's show the legislators. Let's show the Senate. Let's show the state of Mississippi. Let's show what Jackson State University is all about. Let's do it. I'm going to work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to show people what can be done at Jackson State. And I know I got 50,000 plus alums behind me, strong alums behind me that's going to show me. So let's do it. JSU by 40, Building Champion Fund, season tickets, Sonny Boom of the South, Jackson State University. Let's go. Let's go. Go Tigers. You want me to suit up, Ken? Let's go.
Hey, man, we ready, man. We ready. Look, D. Gorsi, listen, man. When you were saying that, you know what came to my mind was, boy, if we could just give and support financially the way we give our opinions, boy, we'll be great shape. Go ahead, D. Go ahead, Court.
Man, I can't follow that up, man. Let him cook. Keep going. Keep going, AD. What else? Any other initiatives?
I'm sorry, that's why I threw it to Corey. No,
but I got one. I do want to switch gears. Not even switching gears.
We good. We cooking now.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about basketball. We were talking about the money games and breaking down $375 and the payouts and things like that. I know from a basketball standpoint, each year is just tradition for SWAC teams to go on the road. That brutal, non-conference schedule, and obviously the payout involved. But I know Coach Mo has mentioned the possibility as soon as next season having some home games in November, December, some out of conference games. So is there anything you can share? What are those talks like?
You got to give out kudos to Mo Williams. You talking about bringing in $1 million non-conference, man. I don't even judge him off non-conference games. And I tell him, and that's something that we need. We have to have that to be successful. If we're not going to support the JSU by 40 and we're not going to be support the Buildings Champion, be season ticket holders for basketball, football, baseball, those are the type of things that our coaches have to go out and do. So those are some of the things that we do, man, that coach does that people don't see. Coach Williams does a really, really good job of that. And, I'm very excited about that. And he accepted that challenge and he accepts it on the chin. But that's not fair to him. He has to go out and he has to get that money, and he does it, man. And I say, hey, and the women's coach Margaret done a really good job as well. I mean, they go out and get guarantees for their program, and they go out and support the program, support Jackson State University, and people don't see that. They just don't see that. That's a big strain on your program. They go out and they do a lot of travel. You're talking about 10, 11 on the road games. We talking about kudos to Coach Richards, kudos to Coach Morgan, and they're doing a really, really good job in the conference. And it, I can say as an AD, it's easy for me to say, hey, it gets you ready for the conference. But it's a wear and tear, and it's something that they don't want to do, but they accepted the challenge. You don't see them complain about it. You don't see them say not one word about it. They do it, and they do it for their program, and they accepted that challenge. And that's something that we got to change. That's something that we're going to change, and we plan to have more home games this year. But again, Ken, like you said earlier, having more home games mean that what? We got 5,000 seats in the AAC. There's no way the AAC should be packed every time that arena opens.
Yeah.
There's no way. We got 50,000 plus alums. If we come out and pack the AAC, we have home games, we will have to play the guarantee games that we have to play. So we need, again, I'm challenging the alums and supporters. Let's pack the AAC. Let's pack the vet. Let's pack baseball. Let's pack all our sports and show people that support. And then, that those things have changed. But they've done a really, really good job. Coach Williams has done a really good job building a team. And, you're going to see some exciting things. And I'm going to say it here, like I said it, about football. March is going to be great for Jackson State University.
AD, I want to, man, that's great stuff. I've been saving some of these questions from the chat. I want to try to grab through some of these, and I'll come back through them. I'll start with, I think Jeff mentioned JSU Jeff. I'm gonna come to you, TJ, but JSU Jeff mentioned he asked about getting a JSU all sports season ticket. I know we do that with the AD club. Any idea of possibly having, like, I know we sell season tickets as a separation. Any idea of potentially maybe just doing like an all sports season ticket pass where we can take every single season ticket, bundle it together for one price for those who want to buy it that way? Something.
Our all sports pass is our AD club. So we, that's baseball, that's basketball and football, and also you get a couple gifts and a couple things with that, apparel. So that is our all sports pass. So we encourage everybody to be an AD club member. You want an all sports pass. That gets you parking. That gets you everything you need to come to a Jackson State game. With no hiccups. You want to be VIP. We love to be VIP, Ken. Everybody want to be VIP. So that all sports pass is that AD club member. As you know, you come to the games. You come to basketball. We treat you really, really well with our receptions and things that we do. So that's part of it. So we want to make sure that we, continue to do that. We want to make sure that, that's part of our sports package. And we wanted to increase that AD club member. I know we said that part was kind of full, but we want to make sure that we're going to do some things in place to try to get some extra AD club member. But right now, Ken, that's our all sports package. And if you look at our season ticket packages, we probably got the lowest season tickets in the country. We don't have a lot of season ticket packages, so it's a lot of them. So, So, very excited, man.
All right, let's see. T, you got anything?
Yeah, I want to say, I know one time we was talking about a year or so ago, we was talking about transparency and, if people are going to find a reason to not want to give or donate. It's funny. I always find it funny. And for people to holler is DI love and go Tigers and we're number one and we champion, you ask them about money and they go the other way.
Right.
The other way. They drive in the vehicle, they got the flags hanging out. I'm just kind of like, and again, you guys be the first to know I don't get in nobody else's pocket, nobody else's wallet. But for the people that putting in the work and we have DI love,
right?
We all should be out, supporting this cause. And I said that to say, I know a while back we were talking about transparency, about people question, well, where the money go? I don't see a dough not, turn or a light bulb change or anything like that.
Hey, TD, that's a great question, man. And you know what? And I would love to have a show where we break down travel and we break down hotels.
Let's do it.
We break down, and we want to talk about where the money goes. I mean, it costs to travel.
That's a great show title. Where does the money go?
Where does the money go? And we can break that down from travel to coaches' salaries to supporting our student athletes on a day-to-day basis to training tables to refueling stations. I mean, you talking about, you know, I mean, and you understand after COVID, travel is just massive now. I mean, when you talk about hotels, you talk about charter buses, we spend 80% of our budget is on travel. Traveling to games and being able to support. And then you got to think about last 3 years, we added Florida students. Florida is in our division. So we have to go to Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman, not just in football, but in all 18 sports.
Yeah.
So you think about that. That's a big addition to travel.
And feed the student athletes.
Yeah, and our teams travel to Tallahassee. Our teams travel. We fly to Tallahassee and Bethune-Cookman. So you're talking about a charter plane. You're talking about hotels. You're talking about food. You're talking about that just on the travel piece. And Ken, that's going to be the next show, Ken. Where the money go? That's going to be the next show. I know folks break that down to you, and I tell people that all the time. I can break that down to you. And when you start breaking down where the money go, I think people will be excited to donate to the JSU by 40. I think they'll be excited to donate to the Building Champion Fund. I think they'll be excited to be a season ticket holder and be like, oh wow, AD, how are y'all making it? How are y'all making things happen?
So let me TD kicked it off. Let's go a little further with it. I know brother TJ put something up here, and this is something that I like this because it tells us some opportunities that we have. So he's experienced personally. He said, how can he rectify the general admission parking patrons not taking VIP parking spots? Yep. He said, I witnessed some cash exchange several times the past season. I wasn't able to utilize that amenity even after arriving early. So I guess this is more so operations and staffing over at the stadium. I know there's been a lot of questions.
Hakeem McCullins, was our deputy AD, is doing a really, really good job. You'll see some major changes at the stadium this year. We're addressing a lot of those issues with our vendors. So you will see a lot of changes when it comes to that. And that's one issue that we're really, really going to address. So I guarantee you won't have to worry about that issue anymore. That's some of the things that, we deal with a lot of our areas when it comes to a lot of our workers at the stadium are vendors. So we're looking at that. Hakeem McCullin and Elise Well-Kivers are working really close, really hard, along with the stadium staff. We've done a really, really good job. We're going to address all those issues. So like I said, we heard the complaints. We got them all written down, and we're going to address those issues.
And that's awesome. And one thing I was going to finish on this, AD, because like I said, about a year and a half ago, I was talking about, being transparent and things like that. But I noticed I'm seeing the difference. I'm seeing the change. I'm seeing the progress. Starting with even with the scoreboard that last year it didn't have sides on it. Now now it has sides on it. Now doing replays, the JSU, and it look awesome. The sound system is better. It sounds good. So we seeing the progress and stuff being made. And I've always donated to the students. You get the things in the mail. So I've always done that even before getting involved in this. But after seeing the changes, knowing the costs and stuff like that, I'm more than willing to give, because just like you said, those letters that's behind you, the JSU, is the reason that I'm able to get up every morning and go to where I am. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that. So when I say it's the I love, it's the I love. And I'm not just saying that. And, in order to say, I always believe in love is shown. So you show people you love them through your actions. In this case, it's through your wallet. And like you said, man, that's not a whole lot of money. You spend $40 on lunch. And again, not down your pocket, but just being real with it now. We throw it away. But with that being said, man, I'm seeing the growth. We're winning in all facets. I mean, our program from bowling, to baseball, in softball. I even went down to the to Gulfport to the softball championship. I mean, I go and I do. So I joined the Buy 40 campaign. I'm contributing. I will be donating to the building. You know, to build. I want to say the building fund.
Yeah, you building fund. I knew that's what you about to say.
To the champions.
Hey, you couldn't let it ride, man. The building.
but I'm donating to everything, AD, and I'm glad that you definitely came on the show, and I'm glad that you open and honest about everything that's going on, and I'm looking forward to having that show. You know, where the cash flow go. That would be awesome. So after talking to you last time, I joined the 40 by 40, and I will continue to donate, man. So again, appreciate you, AD.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you all.
Corey.
You may have any more saved questions, Ken? You can go through those.
All right, I got plenty of them joints, man.
Okay,
listen,
keep
next up, just real quick, are we going to be, as an FCS program, are we going to be part of the 105 roster additions? That was a question by Dave Boone.
Yes, we are. Yes.
I know they're getting rid of NLIs, National Letters of Intent. That's something that's going to be changing here pretty soon. So we will be allowed to go to the 105.
Yes.
Wow. Pretty cool. All right. See what's the next one we got. Beaver asked, Eddie, I read today that the FCS CAA conference is opting into the House settlement. Is JSU or the SWAC conference opting into the House settlement?
Our commissioner is doing a really, really good job with that. All our schools will have a portion to pay in the House settlement. Comes from our distribution. So that's something that we will be doing as well. That's something that we have to do. Our commissioner is working out the details of that. And man, hey, while I'm bringing up the commission, let's give a shout out to Charles McCullough, man.
Sure.
We're talking about, man, one of the best commissioners in the conference, man. President of the basketball, committee. I mean, he's done a really, really good job with the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and he's a product of the SWAC. So man, I'm very excited about where he's taking us. I'm very excited about the direction. And I'm very excited as what he's doing, So let's give it up for our Southwestern Athletic Conference. I mean, we've changed the game. We've done some really, really good things, and that shows to the leadership of him and his staff. Charles McCullough has done a really, really good job. And hey, man, he's a Jackson native, man. He's from Jackson, Mississippi. Went to Callaway High School, man. So let's give it up, man. Let's give it up for Commissioner McCullough, man. And I want to say, man, I'm glad to be a part of, part of his team and his leadership and what he's done for the conference. So let's give it up to him. But he's working out those details. Those teams will come up, but we will be a part of the House settlement.
Okay. And one last question that I had saved was by Beaver. He asked, how is the rotation of the SWAC games? We got 8-game mandate every year.
Right.
This year we dropped UAPB. We dropped Texas Southern finally. Isn't it funny? We've been Texas Southern forever, but we dropped Texas Southern, we dropped UAPB. So we're going to pick up a couple of other teams. I'm assuming that we always keep Alcorn.
Right.
How is it determined though?
So it's an 8-game schedule. Of course, you have your Eastern Division.
Yeah.
You'll play everybody in the East. And what the conference did is they made sure everybody kept their rivals. So Alcorn is a part of the West, but we kept them as a rivalry because of, we wanted to make sure that the commissioner and the conference office wanted to make sure that all the schools kept their rivals. So with that being said, 2 schools will rotate off your schedule every single year. So, it's up to you. Like, for example, we schedule Southern and Grambling because we know Southern is a big draw for us. So those are 2 schools that we try to keep on our schedule outside of the 8-game schedule. We try to keep Southern on. And Southern will be a part of the 8-game rotation starting next year, but those rotations start. So, and you'll see in the next couple of years, I don't think we play the Texas. We don't go to Texas probably for the next 2 to 3 years. So it will rotate off, but you will always play the teams in your division, and then you will play three schools on the west side, and it will be a rotating factor every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, you tell them Texas school they lucky, man, because Coach Jackson came into PV saying how he gonna win the national championship. TD, he said he gonna win the Celebration Bowl in his first year at Prairie View. I'm just talking a little smack.
Hey, well, you know, I tell them, like I tell my
coach, by the way, shout out to Coach Tremaine Jackson.
Right, and I tell people all the time, Ken, you know, winners win, talkers talk.
All right, that's it on the save questions. I'll scour through the chat. TD, you got Corey, TD, you got anything? I got a few more I got as well, but go ahead.
Corey, you up?
Yeah, I want to go to basketball. I want to just kind of give you, and I know hopefully AD Wells Kilbert is watching, but just kudos to the game day atmosphere, that environment.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is top notch. It's first class, especially if you're sitting in the reserve seating or court side.
Right.
But, I mean, it is. I mean, that's a great experience. So kudos to whoever put all that together. And AD Wells, I'm looking for you because I need you to come on Tiger Talk to talk about it. We want to hear about it.
I tell you what, if we can get 50,000 alums to do the JSU by 40 and the 20 and the building champion, I guarantee you I can get my CFO and Vice President AD Wells on the show. She's all about the money, man. Every day she's calling me to make sure we got what we need. AD, we need this. We got to go get this. She's structured and organized, so we definitely do that. And I just saw a question. Absolutely, we can get Hakeem to come on and talk about, you know, to answer any game day questions as well. So, you know, anything we need, we're open. My staff is open. So they're doing a really good job. We're gonna change the game, and like I keep telling people, we still got a lot of work to do. But you'll see some new exciting things this year at the stadium. You already see some new exciting things at the basketball games. I mean, it's an atmosphere and it's a show, and we have a really, really good time at the games as well. So we will continue to everybody, you know, to come out. We want to encourage everybody to come out, but staff is working really get hard.
Al B had a question. If you was a box seat ticket holder and then you become an AD club member, do you lose your seat? I think the answer to that is the ticket office will probably work with you on that.
Absolutely, you can come up if you become an AD club member. You'll keep your seats as the box holder as well. They'll just switch your seats, and then you will be able to keep those seats.
Game day fans are rushing to get in, which makes the young staff nervous. As a result, they're not checking and scanning properly. They use caution to get help and things more. I think you just touched on that with vendors, a new vendor, a lot of new vendors in there. So we are going to be. Go ahead, I'll let you speak to that.
Absolutely, we're going to change that. You'll see a different process when it comes to coming in and standing tickets and standing. Make sure everybody gets in the game. So you see all those gates. I know Hakeem McCullough. I talked to him. He's working daily. You'll see a lot of gates, different gates open. So you'll see a lot of different things. So we're working on that, and that's something that we're going to adjust, and we're going to make sure that it happens as well. I know about the traffic. I see it, Ken. I see it. We're working with.
He know. LA in the house.
Right. We're working with Capitol Police. We're working with JPD. And we're working to work on some traffic plans. Right now, we're addressing those issues now. We've already started working on that. That's not something we're going to start working on in June and July. We're having those meetings now, creating traffic plans, and we're going to make sure that we address those issues moving forward.
All right. Now I got a question now. I got to do most of the chat. So AD, they got this. It's a lot of chatter, man. So we got this young congressman or Senate that just posed another bill talking about we're seeing this $40 million circulating. Everybody's like, man, is it for a new stadium? Are we renovating the vet? The same conversation we have every year, man. What we doing? We trying to.
Well, you know, it's a bill that one of our senators and representatives have put out there, and that's a bill that has to be voted on. And, once that be voted on, we'll have some clarity on exactly what we're doing. But it is, for our stadium. I can't talk about if it's going to be renovation or is it going to be, a stadium, but it's for an athletic facility. You will see something new. You will see some upgrades. If that's voted in. So that's something that, one of our representatives has created that bill. We're hoping that get that get voted in and that happens. But that's one of our representatives that put that bill out there.
TD?
Okay. I also want to add to what Corey said about the game day experience at the basketball game. Shelby, she does a great job. Like I said, the sound system is better. it really feeling, it really feels more like a basketball atmosphere now. So, great job on that. And that's another thing I was gonna ask, kind of riding on what Ken said. You said there's gonna be some upgrades. Are we referring to like the AAC as well and the vet? Because it always just talk about, we spoke on it on the last show about, UMC want the spot, and this whole thing going back and forth every year, same thing. And I said, look, man, I don't care what we play. I'm just going to a Jackson State football game. I don't care if it's downtown, on campus, at the vet. It doesn't matter to me, man. But what about the AAC? We got the board and everything. Things
right.
coming.
And things are coming. That's part of the Building Champion Fund. Of course, we want to do a lot of upgrades in the AAC. We started with the snowboards. So those are a lot of things we want to do there as far as locker rooms and different things, and making the game day experience and pushing the seats up closer to the floor.
Yes.
Some of the things that we're looking into, but that's part of that Building Champion Fund, TD, that we want to do, and that's some of the things, the renderings that we have out there. We want to get those locker rooms straight to make sure we got those for our student athletes, and also we want to make sure we upgrade a lot of things in the AAC. I think we got a phenomenal space in there. It's a lot of space, and we can do a lot of things with the AAC. So I'm excited about that, and that's why I need $50,000 to give this Building Champion Fund, so we could do some upgrades and do some things at the AAC.
Okay. Good deal. Good stuff, Corey. You got that?
No, that's about it. I mean, yeah, man, you've been so okay. Yeah, you've been gracious with your time. I appreciate it. And go ahead, Ken.
No, I just wanted to touch on this for the spring. You normally always have that classic golf classic, and we got the spring game coming up. Is the spring games? I guess we'll get the schedule. Yeah. Once I guess we'll get some dates here and there, man. But I did want to talk about.
So Blue and White Week. I'm glad you brought that up, Ken, before we got out of here. So Blue and White Week will be the 2nd through the 6th. On the 2nd will be Giving Tuesday.
April.
Giving Tuesday on April the 2nd through the 6th.
Okay.
On the 3rd, it will be the golf tournament. On the 4th, we will do some student athlete day and community day. On the 5th, we would do a fundraiser. It's going to be a fundraiser that we all going to be excited about. Ken, I want you to put on your black suit and come in there. We're going to hear some good music.
I'm there, man. And hey, can I bring TD with me so you can put his fedora on, man?
Bring TD.
You want to put his fedora on, man. He be rocking that thing. He had to ask. You go wear a or a tie, man. What you gonna do?
And on the 5th, we will have a blue and white game. We'll do an event that night, and then on the 6th, we'll close it out that Sunday with a brunch. So we got some exciting things. So mark the calendar. April the 1st through the 6th will be Blue and White Week.
Hey man, I gotta be in the town. April's a good month for me, man. It's my birthday month, but no, that's outstanding. That's good stuff. Hey, look, I'm there. Just consider it done. We in that thing, man. We in there.
Right. And another thing I want to touch on before we get out of here, I know, I'm shocking that we didn't get any schedule questions. I know everybody think they know
it's been there, but I already knew. People think
the schedule's gonna come out Saturday. We're gonna do the big reveal on Saturday. I know a lot of people seeing a lot of things, and a lot of people talk about Chicago and all those different areas, but we're gonna have 5 home games. I can guarantee you there. I'm gonna take you to a nice city this year. I mean, I promise you, it's gonna be exciting to where you can do everything you want to do in this city. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of lights. It's gonna be a lot of glamour. So I'm full of surprises. I know you all been on social media and you all think where we going. So just look out on February 1st. The schedule is gonna come out. So February 1st is gonna be a big schedule reveal, and we're gonna do some exciting things. And you might get something a little early. I have to check with Travis. You might get some a little early tomorrow about one particular game. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna put that out there. But all I'm gonna say is, hey, I just hope we got a lot of alumni in the West Coast, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I like that, but we ain't going nowhere, man. Before we talk NIL, man, we got to talk some NIL stuff real quick. I know we're gonna get out of there. We got this collective. Appreciate you so much for embracing it, supporting us. Really, but but I just kind of wanted to speak to that as far as just speak to the family, man. You know, we got 850 in the chat. We got the link in the chat. We little over 300 signups with a goal of getting to 400. We're trying to do some major things with this collective. I appreciate the opportunity for partnerships, and we're going to continue to build this thing and grow this thing. And I just want to say this with you on the screen. I want to thank you in front of the family and the friends and supporters that are embracing this thing and supporting us again, and just kind of give you an opportunity to touch on NIL and for what we can do and how we can grow this thing together.
Man, this is great. And everybody, and Ken will tell you, I've sent people his way. I mean, without this collective, we won't be successful. We won't be able to sustain our student athletes. I mean, 1400 Collective have done a really, really good job of keeping a lot of our athletes here. If you saw them sign a lot of our athletes, but we got to do our part. I think Ken, I think you had 319 or something like that.
Yeah.
Your goal was 400, and you said we got how many on the call?
We got 850 watching right now.
We got 850 watching, and you only need 81 more people to sign up. So I know after the day, we're going to click that 1400 Collective. We're going to give one of those tiers, and we're going to make sure that we give to this collective so we can continue to give to our student athletes and support them and give them what I need. And I want to thank you all, Ken, TD, D-Core C,
T-Dub.
Yeah, T-Dub, everyone that created and helped create it. I know I'm missing some names. But I want to thank all for coming out and putting this together. I mean, this is an initiative that Ken wanted to do a long time ago. He's been talking to me about this, and we got to support it. This is a part of Jackson State University. Let's support KC-1400 Collective. Let's make sure that we all come in and reach our goal. It's no way. You got 50-some thousand alums, and you only got 319 to sign up, and you're only asking for 400. So we got 850 people on the call. There's no way that we shouldn't have 81 more people to sign up.
Come on, y'all. Listen, the link is in.
AD has approved KC-1400 Collective. Everybody want to hear me say that? This is what it's all about. They're around. They are supporting. The money is going directly to our student athletes. They're signing deals. They have contracts. Let's do it.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, AD, because this is what folk got to understand. When it comes to NIL and signing players, there's a very, very extremely sensitive thing when it comes to compliance. I want to shout out Malone. Malone has been just an absolute, just a diamond.
Give it up for Malone Silver, man.
Man, Malone is that guy, man. He don't say a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't.
I told him I'm gonna have to get in that gym, man, because every time I see him, he look like he in there putting them things up, But no, he's a great support. Make sure we're in compliance. We cross every T, we dot every I, and it's great, man. And I don't do this alone. Everyone you see on the screen and others that you don't see, like right here, Ms. Rochelle said, "What a link at." Before you go, AD, please let her come up and say something to you. I spoke her up, and sis, she want to say something to you. I want to make sure everybody on the panel got all their questions out before I'm done. I don't have anything else. TD, you got any more bullets you want to shoot out?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
D-Core C, you got anything, brother?
I'm good.
Good deal, man. So the link is pinned in the chat. I do it at every show. Like I said, get signed up, man.
Let's go to that link. Let's go to that link. The link is pinned in the chat. I ain't no way from this call we shouldn't get 81 more people to sign up.
Easy peasy, man. Every level is represented. Appreciate your brother Ford. I got somebody just text me. Great show. But yeah, Miss Rochelle gonna come up and we'll let her say something and then we'll close it out, man. I'm heading over to the Shrine Bowl tomorrow, so I'll get over there and hopefully I'll bump into Eddie George. I want to talk to him. I'm asking the same question I asked you about Sunday here, the Cats, how we gonna get a chance to play that game, because I know they were talking a lot of smack, man. They went to the FCS playoffs and lost to who they lose to, man. What was that? What team was that?
State or something like that. I think it was Montana.
Was it Montana State? Montana, yeah. And they felt like, well, y'all won the Celebration Bowl. We would have beat y'all. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
He was asking for it earlier in the season, though, for that game to come back.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, Doc. That's right, brother. Good to see you, man. Be out there in the DF Dub area, man. Come on up, Miss Rochelle, and drop the link there. Waiting on you, baby. We'll let you get a word in, and then we're gonna close this thing out. And definitely want to shout out to our sponsors too, man. I want to shout out, Dr. Ted Lyons, Shot RX. I want to shout out Canon Nissan, man, of Jackson, Cannon Toyota of Vicksburg, Automasters. Man, we have some great supporters, and we're growing. You said I ain't gonna say the name of what the person you sent me to, but we're cooking up something, y'all. We got a big situation, big opportunity for a great partnership with a very national brand to partner with the collective, and we're looking forward to that. You know what I mean? So we'll see what we come up with, Doc. We'll see what we come up with. Miss Rochelle, waiting on you. Go ahead, TD.
Yeah, I just about to tell AD, I'm anticipating the schedule because right now under Coach TC Taylor era, Ken and I, we attended every game. I got to get that schedule, make sure I can get clear so I can keep that.
We got a streak going on, man.
Yeah, I keep a streak going.
Hey, but we got Miss Rochelle in. She wanted to come say a little something to you. Hey, sis, how you doing, baby?
I didn't want to come up. I was trying to ask for the 40. I've been working. I was looking for the 40 by 40.
I thought you wanted the link to join the show.
No,
when you're here now, you got to go and say something. Come on, get it.
We got Rochelle in the building.
How you doing? It was so good to see you. I want to tell you, you're looking good, sir. You're looking good.
I appreciate it. I
gotta get the weight down like you. I'm on a mission here. So I was like, I see you, sir. But no, I just want you to know, I felt that was my first time being back at the basketball. Oh my God, I got emotional. I almost cried because it was not like that when I got there. So I was just imagining. I said, "Oh my gosh, if this is what the outside looking like," and then I came inside, and then we got this. I was like, "This is just amazing." I feel so proud that the work is definitely being done, and I was so like, look at my school. I was like, yeah. So I wanted to just let you know. I told Ken, I was like, I didn't recognize the building. I was like, oh my gosh. So no, you're doing a great job. And I think people now we're catching on and we're seeing it now. And it's nothing but stop. You are somebody what you are, the GOAT. You are definitely the GOAT.
Mo knows.
We're gonna embrace you, and I want to give you your flowers while you're here. Because you got a vision like me. You see, and what I love about you is that you see what we don't see.
Right.
You are a visionary. So and that could be frustrating for visionaries because your brain is way faster in seeing what God has given you. Mm-hmm. And we just got to trust the process. So I was like, your brain is probably never sleep.
Right.
I said, but the hard part of being a visionary is that I got the vision. I need y'all to bring my vision to life.
Right.
And we have to trust the process of a visionary person because we may not see what you see, but we need to trust that what you see is what we need. So I want you to continue to do what you do. And your brain is where we'll never be. But that's why at this point in time in Jackson State life, that's why you are here. So I want to honor you. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, I'll ask you this. I know we do know that golf is coming soon. Any idea when any announcements with the golf program coming anytime soon?
Golf coach will start February the 3rd.
Yeah, that's why I asked you that.
And we will have an announcement next week. Our head golf coach, and I can give you a little bit. I don't want to tell you, but I can give you something.
Come on, give us something.
He's a Jackson State alum. I can tell you that.
Good brother.
So,
hey, and I'll say this: I had a great conversation with him at the M-Bar. What's up, D? What's up, baby? D and Kelvin in the building. Appreciate them brothers, man. Do a great job with them bar.
Yeah, really good job, man. Give a shout out to him like I gave earlier, man. Give a shout out.
Yes, sir. But I did have a conversation with him. Definitely looking forward to signing some golf players, man. Partnering from a fundraising standpoint with NIL and working. So I know he's been. When I talked to him, pretty much said his work is done. He's just waiting on the announcement and ready to get things popping. We just got to sign.
You talking like you know who it is, Ken?
I know who it is. He just text me. I know a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a good brother, man. Really good brother. And but man, listen, I appreciate you for like I said, for supporting what we're doing. It means the world to us. It doesn't mean a whole lot when we're doing things and you guys are not aligned with us. Alignment is everything. We want to be aligned because of When you guys sat on that stage at the parade, man, speaking of the parade, just kudos to Mel Lumumba and his wife and the city of Jackson put on a hell of a parade. The city of Jackson came out, even in the rain, we did our thing. But this is one of the things that you said, that TC said. He said, we got this right and we got this right. He talked about the alignment with President Marcus Thompson. Shout out to him, yourself, athletic director, and then, of course, all the coaches. And one thing you just recently did at the end of the year, you pretty much extended everybody. Everybody got an extension. So, TD, KT, look, hey, Tiger Talk has been extended. Our access has been extended through 2028. Extension for you.
Man, that's a sigh of relief.
Hey, man. We good, baby. We good. So
can I say this one thing, Coach? I mean, Brother Ashley, is that I think what people are seeing is that everybody has a part to play in this growth for us.
That's right.
And everybody, if we just stay in our lane, I'm gonna be the elder over here. So, and what I mean by that is that our lane for right now with Ken and TD and Corey is the NIL. And until we understand that what we are doing, everybody plays a part. You know what I'm saying? It's not one that if we can just get this mindset that when we come together, there's absolutely nothing we can do, because the Bible says a house divided cannot stand.
That's right.
And once we understand that, and that what we are doing, everything we're doing is for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in our lane until these laws or whatever change, because Ken is definitely on it more than I am, but we are doing things to help our school and these kids directly. And that is a blessing for the school on top of all this. So I know I came in late. That's all I got to say. But it was really good seeing you. I saw you at that was my cousin singing, Larry. That's my first cousin.
Okay.
And I just needed a break, but it was good. It was good to be back home, and I do want to come home more often. That's my goal, because I will be retiring. I'm gonna say it now. I'll be 60 this year, Ashley. I'll be 60 this year. But our desire is to retire in June, and that way I can actually come. But I know I'll be in Vegas. Oh, what goes on in Vegas? Stay in Vegas, baby.
We going to Vegas, Rochelle?
That's how I don't play with me, Brent. Don't you dare. Yes, sir. I'm getting rooms. Listen, I guess I'm gonna be there. If I don't be, oh yeah, we gonna be cute too. It's gonna be a situation.
I love it. I appreciate you, Rochelle. I appreciate all y'all support. Ken, Rochelle, TD, D, Corey, C. This is what it's all about, man. I appreciate the things that you all do. You know, I've been watching what you all have been doing since I've been here, and what you all have created. Let's continue to push. Let's continue to do. And whatever you all need me for, I'm here, man. Whatever y'all need me for, you know, I committed to being on the show once a month. So, hey, next time we're going to talk about where the money goes. Everybody want to talk about this. So I'm here, man. So I really appreciate you all. And that's going to be a good show, because I'm going to be ready. And Ken know I'm a numbers guy. You know, I'm a businessman. So we're going to be ready for that show right there. And
that's going to be fun, man. Because look, some of the numbers you was mentioning today, hey, man, hey, it's gonna be a lovely day when we have that show, man.
Right. Well, I really appreciate you all, man. Thanks for everything that you all do. This is an exciting time for us. You know, I tell people, when you have success is when the work starts. Now, hey, we got a lot of work to do. We still got a lot of things that we want to put in place. And this week is going to be really, really big for us. We're going to launch a lot of things. We got the reveal. We got the season tickets. We're doing the 40x40 promos. We're doing the building champion. We're doing the schedule release. So we're excited. And also, it's going to be some great basketball this weekend. So come out Thursday. We're traveling to Southern, traveling to Grambling. It's going to be some exciting times. So let's get ready, man. Let's get ready. It's going to be exciting March for us. Basketball is kicking up. Baseball is coming up. Softball is coming up. Tennis is coming up. Bowling has started. They started off to a really, really good start. So we're very excited. So track as well. It's coming up, indoor and outdoor. So it's going to be exciting. And right now, Ken, and I want to mention this, we are leading the Commissioner's Cup. Now, I want to be the first institution that win the Commissioner Cup with just 16 sports. Okay. Let's make history. You know, I love to make history. No one has ever won it with 16 sports. So I am putting a little pressure on our coaches to do that. And once we get golf back, it's going to be a no-brainer. But you know, those schools that have won the Commissioner Cup, they got 18 sports, and there's only 2 of them. And right now, we are leading the Commissioner Cup halfway through. So we want to push. Let's push our sports. I think the first week will be, you know, bowling, and then you will have indoor track, and then you'll have basketball, and then you have tennis, and then you'll have baseball and softball, and then you have outdoor. So we got some exciting things coming up in the spring, and the spring is a really lot of sports going on at one time. So let's support all our sports. Let's support, you know, what they're doing. Let's support the initiative of our student athletes, and let's give it up to our athletes, man. We got the best athletes in the country, man.
Amen.
Come here at Jackson State, a good job. We're graduating our student athletes. Graduation rates are 88%. So let's give it up to them, man, because without them, we would not be here, man. So it's all about our students. Let's continue to support them. We need 81 people, 1,400 collective.
We got one. We got one. And listen, you know,
we should have 400.
We should. And listen, you got the Cash App at the bottom. You got Givelify. You want to donate to the platform. Like I said, continue to support the platform. It allows us to continue to be mobile, travel, do everything we need to do. So if everybody said, you know, send a donation, you know, I'm saying that for this reason. Because he said every time Bruce Rochelle hop up on the screen, he dropping $60.
Well, hey, we're gonna have to get. She gonna have to get on every call. Every call, you got to be on here.
Hey, I don't believe it. Hey, listen. I don't believe it. Show me what you're working with.
There we go. We got you.
No, let's get signed up, man. For real, let's get signed up. Again, we AD, I'm proud to announce that we have identified. We're gonna add 7 track athletes to our number. Right now we have 14 football players.
Yeah,
which is gonna be 15 eventually, and then we're gonna add 3 baseball. So that'll put us at 25. We're already eclipsing the number that we did last year. So we're looking to sign more players to the brand, help continue to help us push this thing from a social media marketing standpoint, and we're looking to partner with more Jackson State student athletes. And again, we're thankful that you're endorsing it and supporting us, and we need more signups. So hit the link, man. Click the link, sign up, tell a friend, tell another friend, tell your network, get signed up, man. Be a big supporter of what it is we're trying to do.
Hey, I want to say this. By the way, Kelton, I'm holding you to that. When we go to M-Bar, he said he's gonna be one of our interview. He said he gonna interview AD. So
right.
you're gonna get in and talk about it.
We're gonna hold him to that. Let's do it.
Kelton, I'm holding you to that.
Right.
Another thing, let me say this, and this is the last thing I'll say, and this is me. We talk about our student athletes. Let's say a prayer for one of our football players, Kazarius Bowie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he lost his one of his youngest. I think he lost his sister. I don't know if she was younger than him or not. But unfortunately, he lost.
She's older than him, I think.
She's older, Kanasia Bowie. So prayers, you know, for he and his family. She was my daughter's classmate.
Wow.
So you know, so prayers up, you know. So if you know the young man, support him, show him love. We're here for you, you know, Kazari, if you need us.
Gotcha.
Great segue. AD, hey man, thank you for coming on. We'll have a conversation as far as when we'll schedule the next appearance for you to come and join us. But again, thank you, man. If you got anything else you want to touch on that we didn't ask, that you want to drop, feel free to do so on your way out, man. But thank you for coming up for real.
Well, you know how I do it, Ken. Go Tigers, baby.
D.I. love.
Go Tigers.
Just that simple, man. Just that simple. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, okay.
Yes, sir.
You too now. And I got a couple of more things. I know everybody's about to get ready to get off. I do have a few more preliminaries. I did want to go through real quick. Next 5 minutes. We got the recruit reveal. Scan the barcode. Get your tickets. General admission $50. Tables up to $300. Get your season ticket for baseball as well. Season ticket for baseball. I'm excited about this one. That's why I wanted to say this, because we finally got him to sign. Now I thought brother Corian Matt Bowie was I thought he was Coach Callie James's recruit, man. I thought, you know, man, I was yeah, absolutely. Javassi swooped right in and said, look, this is recruit. So we got him. The coaches pulled a full court press tonight, TD, and went over to the went over to his home, had a great home visit, and he officially signed with Jackson State today, man. So he shouted out Coach Taylor, Coach O, obviously Coach Javance Jones, man. And Coach Javance Jones said, man, he's going to be the SWAC leader next season, bro. So SWAC sack leader, the sack leader. So
he's
coming out
the number 12 JUCO DN in the country by one publication.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big time pickup, man. Big time pickup for us, and excited, man, to get him in the fold. We got some more Tigers coming in the fold, man. Signing for play soccer, man. Coach Ted Flagatis. We got Jalen Moore, and we got Kendall Barrett. Super duper excited. Coach Flagatis always just keep it going, man, on the soccer program and staying on top, man. So we want to welcome all of our new Tigers to the family. Next up, of course, you guys got to go check out these interviews D. Corey C. did with the women Lady Tigers basketball program. Diaka Beretti, Liana Massonet, and Miss Rochelle. If you haven't already, you got Miss Esco on that thing. So go check that interview out if you haven't already. And of course, I'm gonna call it now. SWAC Player of the Year. Miss Talia Dealworth holds also the Impact Player of the Year. Of the week. She's a Player of the Week for the HBCU All-Star publication, and Jackson State Lady Tigers are also the Team of the Week. Deshaun Ruffin, Newcomer of the Week for the men's basketball program. I did kind of touch on that, but this is something I wanted to get to. I wanted to shout out Miss Hope Briggs, man. She got selected for the NIL Empower program. NCAA is doing an Empower program really centered around the ladies of the athletics in NCAA. You know, a lot of times when you do NIL, a lot of the men it's more male dominant, and a lot of the men get in NIL deals. I kind of like the fact that they, I'm the girl dad extraordinaire, all daughters, you know what I'm saying? So anytime I see the young ladies getting celebrated and getting opportunities, man, it's a blessing. And we're proud that Miss Briggs has an opportunity to be representing Jackson State in this particular Empower program through Meta and NCAA. If y'all don't know who Meta is Facebook. Zuckerberg.
That's amazing, Ken.
Yeah. Dope stuff. I'll pause there.
Maya Grimes as well. I don't know if you have that one, Ken, but Maya Grimes.
I didn't grab Grimes. Go ahead and that's good stuff.
Same program, yeah, Maya Grimes.
Same program, yep. Grimes is at what sport is Maya Grimes?
Track and field.
She damn sure is. That's what it is.
Yeah,
appreciate the Derek. That's right. I want to shout out a couple of former Tigers, man. Now listen, Dalen Baldwin. Shout out to Dalen, graduate of Jackson State, finished his last year of football up at Michigan. Just got signed to the Calgary Stampeders. I'm sorry, Calgary Stampeders. And hey man, J-Mac is hooping overseas right now, bro. He balling, bro. Had a really good game, 19 points, 20 rebounds, and 3 blocks overseas. Playing for Baskimi, I think is the name of the team. But doing a really good job, man. Shout out to them. And of course, we still got t-shirts in the fold. That's pretty much it, man, that I had for the night. Man, great show. Shout out to AD. Man, thoughts and opinions on the show before we get about this thing, man.
Hey, man, AD always give you more than you bargained for. So
I do want to shout out. I mean, cut you off, Corey. I do want to shout out Miss Covington, Impact Tickets. Be sure to appreciate him. He supporter of the collective as well. Had a conversation with him at the game. We all had a chance to talk with him. Myself, TD, KT Dub, and we're excited for his support and all that he does to help Jackson State athletics. Man, he's a partner with Jackson State, and we're excited for him to partner with us over here with the KC-1400 collective. Go ahead, brother.
No, that's it. Yeah. Shout out to AD Robinson, man. We appreciate the commitment for him saying, wanting to come on the show consistently. I don't know many other AD. I mean, I don't keep up with other schools, but I'd be willing to bet there's not another AD doing that, going on a school affiliated podcast once a month or consistently to kind of give the fans an update. So his transparency, his openness is we appreciate it.
100%, man. TD, your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I would like to say great show. We appreciate AD coming up for being transparent. That's what the fans want to hear. We want to see what's going on. So he came on. He answered every question.
Yep.
He said he's willing to come back to answer even more questions. And shout out to Tiger Nation for tuning in. We appreciate you guys as well for taking y'all time out and rocking with us. So we appreciate you guys as well. So, thank you. And again, let's pray for everyone, that we mentioned on the screen. I appreciate you, each one of you guys. Courtesy, great job on your interviews, brother.
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Good to see you.
I enjoy. You know what? I want to say, I enjoyed your wife. Your wife, a beautiful wife, TD. So please tell her I said hello. I just want to say I'm sneaking in every now and then. God is just blessing. When I tell you I'm doing 2 full-time jobs, Ken, I'm doing 2 full-time jobs. And I'm like, okay, God, I work my regular job and then I do therapy in the evening and I'm tired. But I know I have to do what I have to do in this part to get my license so I can become my own. I can become licensed. Right now I'm just associate. But it's always good to see you guys. I be sneaking in and doing a drive-by. But this was really a good show, and I'm just so excited because I just think God is gonna blow our mind in what He's doing. And I ain't gonna lie, that little deacon reverend president we got over there in Texas State. Listen, go on and say a prayer. Even if he looking reverend, deacon, PhD, whatever you want to be, you keep doing what you're doing because you're doing something over there. I'm checking you out, sir. Okay, that's it for me.
Ain't no way you going with that one. But
Reverend Deacon, ain't he a minister?
Moving right along.
Yeah. He ain't a pastor. Yeah. Keep praying for us, sir. So we can get our new stadium. I see that too. We gonna get that stadium, King.
We talked a little bit about it. We're gonna find out, man. We're gonna see if the bill get passed, man.
I don't know who that white guy was on TikTok that was telling us what to do. I don't know who he was. Oh, I'm sorry.
He just came. I should have just sent you the NIL link.
Who was he?
No, we should. Hey, look, make sure you get on Friday. We need another 60 this week.
It was nice to meet you too, Travis. You a mess. Come on.
No, it's all good though, man. But no, they the chat. No, man, great show. Outstanding show, man. I had fun with that one. Hope we got out everything that we could. I do want to say this. Like I said, I want to tell you guys, we stayed away from any schedule questions for the most part tonight because the school is going to reveal the schedule. So we understood the sensitivity of that. We got a lot of big games coming down the pipe. So there's a lot of promo coming behind certain things. So we just let them promo it. And then once it's promoted and revealed and from our end, we'll get into it. I will say this. We will not have a show on Friday night. The show would be Saturday night. I'm moving the show to Saturday night for a reason. Because the schedule comes out February the 1st. Thank you, Travis. I wish you'd have did us a solid and dropped that thing on Friday, baby, because, boy, we could have did the show. But since the schedule drops on Saturday, we will be back Saturday night for the live show to discuss and break down the schedule. Because I can tell you right now, I ain't waiting till no goddamn Monday to talk about the schedule. I'm excited to talk about the schedule. Been seeing it. No, it is what it is, but we're going to have to wait till February the 1st. We don't mind waiting. And we don't mind being in accordance with what the university is doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the time just yet. TD and I are going to figure that out on, I guess, tomorrow, huh, bro? We're going to figure out what the schedule is going to look like and what time makes the most sense, and then we'll put it out there. But just be on the lookout for that. That schedule better drop first thing in the morning because something that drop it. Drop the schedule, man. On February 1st, 7 a.m. for me. I know you've been asking. I ain't got much I can't say nothing, man. And I'm pretty sure some folks got some unofficial stuff out there circulating. It ain't official until the school put it out. He said I can hold it to. Come on, man. What you doing, Travis? What you doing, man? No. Look at his look. TD pulled out the polo today.
Okay.
That's accurate, man. Travis, that is accurate, sir. You pull out, you pull out the fine china when you have guests.
Hey, that's right, but you know what? That's how I used to be, bro. You just reminded me. Corey, look, my mama had a china cabinet, bro. Y'all remember the china cabinet with all the good stuff hanging on there, the good glasses and
all that
good stuff. Yeah.
I just signed up for the 40 at 40, and then I'm gonna do what's the 500 for us, Ken?
What's the who?
What?
What's that? Is that gold, silver for us to NIL?
Oh, that's bronze.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be a bronzer. I just signed up for the 40 by 40, so I'm a woman of my word. And then I'm gonna
really want to be there. If you really want to live on the edge, you get you a diamond pack. That's where them big play. That's where the ballers ball and they play over there. But no, it's great, man. We still have a lofty big goal to hit, man. We're gonna get there. I'm not worried about it. We got a big goal to hit, and we're gonna hit it. So we just got to keep chipping away and a little bit at a time and continue to push the collective. So I'm asking everyone, man, take this thing serious, man. I appreciate AD and them for really rocking with us and supporting that. I'm gonna clip that out and put it all over the channel. So y'all might as well get ready for it.
You're gonna be sick of me.
No, but it's it's great, man. We're excited about the 14, but we want to get to 25. And once we get to 25, we'll look at some other sports and then we'll go from there. I'm excited to add softball and all these other schools as well. So I think we can get it done. What y'all think?
No reason why.
Joining tonight. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff, man. So listen, share the show. It was a great show. If y'all, if you can't donate or do whatever, just at least share it on your social. Tell everybody to tune in. Hopefully all the questions were asked. If you got any questions that we didn't get to, send them to us, man. We'll try to get them answered for you and just discuss it on the next show. So thank you. Appreciate the new members. Shout out to Randy Varner. Shout out to James Tillman. Listen, man, we shout out to them Platinum Chat members, man. It's Platinum Chat still popping. We had to have a little house, we had to have a little come to Jesus moment, but we good. We're good over there in the Platinum Chat, but we're still looking for more Platinum members to join and continue to help us elevate this platform and grow it. This work don't stop, man. I'm going to tell y'all right now, we got a big initiative coming down the pipe in February that's going to be, I guess I can say it now. We are looking to support the media team in their travel situation going to the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Our head coaches will be coaching over there. Coach T.C. Taylor will be at the Legacy Bowl. That weekend is February the 22nd. So that's the Alcorn home game. I won't be able to make the Alcorn home game basketball game, but February 22nd is the actual HBCU Legacy Bowl. So we'll be down in New Orleans for that event, and I'll get down there and try to get some support to these guys, get some interviews in, and do what we got to do. So we'll be definitely doing an initiative to assist with some travel. So be on the lookout for that. But we'll let you know when that time comes. That'll be right around the second and a half, third week of February. So that's all I got. Whenever the schedule come out, if just so happen Travis and them decide that they want to drop that thing on, January 31st, you know what I'm saying? Don't drop that thing. I still ain't gonna do a show this Saturday.
Saturday. You coming on that night?
Coming on Saturday, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure out the time, but y'all be on the lookout for that Saturday show, man. We're going live on Saturday night. He said we have a time, but it wouldn't be right if I told you got it. All right, okay. Well, say less. I can be patient. I ain't got no problem with it. Nope, not happening. I won't be fun. All right, good deal. We'll see y'all on Saturday. Anybody got anything before we close out?
Love you guys.
D.I. love.
Hey, man, appreciate everybody that pulled up tonight, man. Thank you for the support. Go Tigers, baby.
Go Tigers.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
Hello, I'm Kevin Dent, Jackson State University, safety, Canton, Ohio. Today I'm being inducted to the Black College Hall of Fame. I want to give a shout out to KC-1400 Media Group for giving me this platform to introduce me to this stage. I'd like to thank them, thank Jackson State and Jackson State family. Go Tigers.